Hello. It's been a day, everybody. But welcome on in to episode 4 of Power Beyond, a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition live actual broadcast, live actual play. We ended the last session on a bit of a cliffhanger, but things got a little bit strange at the end, and I kind of want to hear from everybody what they think happened and what the last thing that everybody remembers. So let's go around, introduce us to your characters, and for you, what is the last thing that you, the player, remember happening? Starting with Rossum.
Hey, I'm playing Kane, the grumpy high elf rogue who just kind of dealt with a lot of shit and is in a very bad mood recently. And last thing I remember is being locked in with everybody with this old man that's about to murder us, probably.
Sam.
Yeah.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Sam. I play Trige, the trickery cleric, satyr, and he's a teenager. He's ornery, and just wants to make sure everybody knows he's an adult. And honestly, the last thing I remember is walking into the apothecary. So, yep, that's where we are.
CJ.
Hi, I'm CJ. I'm playing Wandering, the High Elf Rogue. And last thing I remember is walking into the apothecary, seeing an old man. He knew us by names, and a magical hand showed up and locked the door.
What?
Sarah.
Hi, I'm Osarix Franco. I play Neapith Bensiris, the Dragonborn fighter. And yeah, I take notes. So the last thing I remember was definitely we walked into Rhodes Apothecary. There was a man who said, no, it couldn't be. It's not time yet. It doesn't make sense. Called us all by name. The shutter slammed shut. The door locked 3 times. And he said, you're all so early. And then there was a really cool post-credit scene, but I don't think that's what Joe meant when he asked what we remember.
Maybe next time we just roll a clip and save some time.
Roll the tape.
Yeah, that would be convenient, but you're not wrong. That's pretty much exactly what happened. I actually don't need to fill out any information on that one. That is exactly what happened. So you know that happened. However, as we start tonight's session, if memory serves me correctly, Trige and Neapith make a deception check.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no. The 6.
Hold on. What's happening here? I'm sorry. I legitimately can't find Deception.
It should be
Yes.
alphabetical.
It
Yes.
goes from
Athletics, deception,
Right after
history.
athletics, yeah.
Oh, it is there. Okay. Sorry. I apologize. That's a 12?
No. What? You're telling me that you're all friends with a goblin?
Oh no, a goblin fighter. A goblin fighter?
Yeah, I don't know about
Yeah.
that. And
What?
just for clarity's sake, Neapith, Kane, Trige, Wanren, all of you are in the Lion Shield Coster, arguing with Lenine was her name, the shopkeep. None of them remember anything that happened between that point, this new point, and the apothecary. So to be clear, we are now back at that deception check where you did a little bit worse than you did last time. But well, I mean, I guess I'm not one to distrust a kid, but you better not be friends with any of those goblins. They're messing up my supply chain up here.
Oh. You mean, the road coming, back from the other way, from the Tribord Trail. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, the Tribord Trail. There's
Oh.
a bunch of them up there, and they keep my supplies, other people's supplies. They keep ransacking them and taking them around. You know what? I bet they've got a hideout somewhere around there.
Oh yeah, no, they definitely do. Trige here was very brave, and we actually cleared that out.
Yeah. We took care of them along with our friend who fights goblins.
Because he's a goblin fighter.
Mhm.
You got it. Whatever.
So you went through there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they came at us and we took them down.
and you
So
cleared the whole thing, the whole place.
No.
Uh,
No. Don't.
we
No.
we
Well, I
certainly
thought-
cleared a lot of it. I would argue maybe like 98%.
But we didn't clear all of it now, did we?
I
But-
didn't
So,
say
but-
that we did. I
but
said
did you
about
see-
98%.
I'm just saying we didn't.
Did you see any supplies there though? Of the areas that you did clear?
no.
Not that I recall. No, nothing of note. They were our understanding is that they are taking stuff though and sending it up to a Cragmar Castle. You wouldn't happen to know about a Cragmar Castle now, would you?
Castle? No, I don't know anything about a castle. Well, hey, look, if you guys end up going back up that way, maybe check any of the other places. You know, I can maybe I can help you guys out a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Certainly. Is there particular items that you were expecting? We can maybe keep an eye out.
I mean,
General goods.
all of the inventory lists are on there. I don't have anything specific right now, but you know, you'll be able to tell like the boxes and the crates with my stuff. It's got the logo on it, which will point to the Lion Shield logo.
So
And I'm sorry. Can I get your name just one more time?
Linen. Linene.
all right, so say we did go back to look for your stuff. Can you help us now then?
That's not how this works. If you go and get that stuff, I have stuff in there that might help you out. Like you can look around. I've got enough to get by right now, but I don't have a lot of stuff here. But that stuff up there, I don't know, you might think it's worth your time or not.
Yeah, if we find ourselves up that way, or if we encounter any more goblins, we can definitely keep an eye out for those missing goods. We'd be happy to help. Happy to help how we can.
It's not all goblins are just bad thieves. And they're not all whatever.
Well, I've never met a good goblin, so keep them away from me.
Yeah. I just a real quick question before we burn through all the good vibes here. You wouldn't happen to have any kind of magical boot now, would you? Something that makes someone move a little bit quicker, or quieter.
Let me check. And she'll pop her head out back real quick. What size?
And Yapith will look down. Dragonborn size. We do have that extra toe. I know that makes things a little difficult sometimes.
No, it doesn't look like there's anything. No, wait. No, I just got some regular boots. I mean, might not be as heavy, but they also might not protect you as well, you know, from the elements.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I just, it's kind of big and clunky, and I can only carry so much of my armor. You know, it's hoping to get a little advantage when you sneak it up on goblins and caves. Those echoes can really, you know. You think it's bad now? Just wait till you hear it in there. It's like a stomp concert.
No, I hear you. I hear you. Well, yeah, bring that stuff back to me if it's still there. They didn't loot it and take it around everywhere, spread it around the whole of the damn country. But yeah, bring me some of that stuff and maybe I'll see what I can do.
Hey, can I still buy this cloak though?
Oh.
This regular one from my friend.
Yeah, sorry.
Who fights.
Yeah, and she'll push the cloak back and towards you, and like, yeah, sorry, I just really don't like goblins.
They're not all.
We are gathering that, and we understand perhaps that is something we can address later. But yeah, Trish, how about you gather up that cloak there? Lenine, we appreciate your time. We'll see what we can do to help improve not only your supply line, but maybe your general outlook. Huh? It was pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for the cloaks.
Yeah, Nyapith's gonna step outside.
Yeah. I think we all look out.
Everybody's leaving? All right, you have now left the Lion Shield Coster. Where to next?
Well, all right. We could try. There's the other store. When we came into town, where Sealdar dropped off his stuff. We could try that if we really need anything else. But
does anyone need anything? Like, you carried your boots already? Like,
yeah, I imagine if they don't have it, there's unlikely that anywhere else would, especially with the goblins goofing up the goods coming in and out of the town. I also imagine that any goods of real note, those red brands probably have seized, and Nyapith is saying this kind of in
There's-
hushed tones, like looking around, making sure like she's not shit talking this like gang in broad daylight.
Doing what literally every other town person has been doing.
You're right. She's learned really quickly.
I mean, like there's that room that I told you about that we didn't even go look. That's probably where all that stuff is.
Oh, you mean back in the cave?
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah, we could hoof it back there if that's how we want to spend the day. I'm fine with that.
I don't really want to help them, but
Why not?
why not?
Yeah.
Because they're completely rude. They weren't very helpful. They didn't even try to just like come to decent terms or something. We're already got to go out of our way for them, and then they're gonna talk shit on the one guy who probably actually saved your ass. And you guys are you're just gonna pretend like it's okay.
Why?
Hey, I have a question though. Why is she so mean about goblins though?
Well, not everybody.
People are shit.
Not
That's why.
Well, he's not wrong, but not everybody is given the opportunity to get to know people as well, and not all goblins are like our little goblin bud Vorp. He's a sweetheart, but a lot of the times goblins they engage in some less than stellar activities that really hurt local communities and keep
that's like
them
the
from
ones that
feeding
you
their
come across.
families.
Those are the only ones you hear about.
Well, sure,
How
but
many other- I'm just saying. Like
I'm not about
You know-
to stand here and argue against something that I absolutely agree with you with. However, I understand that poor woman is now stressed about how she's going to keep her business open, which is a part of this town's economy.
she said she's
based-
completely fine. She said she is fine with what she has.
I don't think she's going to be fine for very much longer. I can't imagine that she's that grumpy
this
all the
town
time.
in general isn't going to be fine because of everything
Well-
that's going on.
Certainly, so we could maybe help this one thing be better. Is all I'm saying.
And also,
But the point.
here's
Oh,
the
go
thing:
for it,
if
Juan.
if we do decide, we could backtrack, go
Yeah.
get the shopkeep's items that get us out of town for a bit, and also off of the Red Brand's radar.
Isn't it only like a half day? It's not even like that long of a trip.
No, it's
Who
not
knows?
too far.
And I already know what room's left. It's the one, but literally the one room you guys all decided not to want to go into. They were just
There were people fighting and we were all kind of not feeling it. So I think we made a good choice that day. But since we're all feeling great now, what about the ogre? Not was it an ogre?
Aye, the
Was it an
bugbear,
orc?
Klarg.
No,
Yeah,
the
Klarg.
orc. No, the
Orc.
orc that we
the
got
giant-
the.
Yeah, that said the job. See,
Good
that's what I'm
job.
thinking. I'm thinking we maybe get a little more information while we're here, gather up some details. I'm absolutely with Wanren. I think getting out of town for a little bit so we can reduce the boil on to maybe a simmer.
You mean the shit that he caused, and now everyone's probably watching us? Is that what you're talking about?
Can I ask you, Kane, what did any of us do to you to deserve this animosity today? As far as I reckon, we helped get breakfast. We helped you bring it out here. So whatever sourpuss mood you got there, how about you keep it to yourself?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. We can get the heat brought down. That's fine. I really want to talk to this Harvin Wester guy. He's the town master. He might have a little bit more information on what's going on.
I do believe these guys are paying him off.
Mm.
But at least if we go talk to him, we'll either find out what's going on or find out for ourselves that he's indeed being paid off.
Yeah. Let's hope he doesn't have a good poker face. It's been a while since I sit across the table from anybody like that, but hopefully I can spot a tell.
So what about the other thing? Was it the orc or the Harpers that need help? Which I know you already tried to make an argument against, but we should still probably hear them out, right?
I'm fine with it. work is work, right? And if they're willing to pay us to get something done, that's fine by me. We also still need to make contact with Sildar. He had a whole thing with the Lord's Alliance, which my understanding is it's a lot of heat going on in this little town here, huh? We've got Lord's Alliance, Harpers, all mixed up with this new gig. I don't know. I mean, hot and heavy right out the gate, huh? But
Somehow it always ends up being. It's just never a simple escort mission, is it?
what do you think, Trish? What do you want to do?
So what if we go talk to the mayor, and then is the orc on the way, or like is the cave on the way to the orc, or
My understanding is the orc's out of town in another direction. That's going to be some journeying to get to that. We can still check on it, get the details, and see if we need to. Because here's the thing: we might not be able to come back here super quick, so we might need something to look forward to down the road a bit. Who knows?
Sure. So yeah, why don't we go talk to the mayor, and then I don't know. I'm fine with going to the orc or going to the caves. I think both of those would be fun.
All right. Do we want to do this all together? We want to split up? What do you think?
I don't think I had to go to the shop, and I'd rather just get the conversation out of the way and go to the shop and get out of here at this point.
Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna head over to this Haben Wester guy. You guys want to just all come? We can just get that knocked out.
Sure.
I'll join you.
Who's this guy again?
He's the town master. It seems to be a reason that he's not handling these red brands. My concern is that these red brands are going to keep us from being able to help Sildar, or these people in general. The innkeeper gave me the impression that she looks left, she looks right, she looks again. But they're not really the best people, you know.
And with everyone doing that weird looking over the shoulder thing, they're all over the place.
You know, by talking to him, we could be walking literally into some trouble.
Certainly, but leaving it is trouble.
It's fine.
You don't have to come, Kane. If this isn't your jam, if this isn't something you're willing to bet on, that's fine by me. But
It's perfectly fine. I
Right.
just think that we got a lot of eyes on us, and I think it's just going to increase more the longer we're here.
certainly, but we'll take it.
Unless
Unless
we speak to the town master.
Mhm.
Let's just ask him about the orc problem, and then somehow we segue into more of like, oh, like you have this orc problem. Do you not have people to stop it?
I mean, yeah, we could frame it that way. Get a better understanding on a couple of things. Really, we're adventurers. We're trying to get a lay of the land, see what work needs to be done. Regardless of how many red brands we've drawn the notice of, we still have to eat, still have to get paid. Sure, anybody can respect that.
And on the off chance that this guy is actually with this group, I'll go with y'all to the building, but I am not going inside. They at least know me by face.
All right.
You're probably better off with us. I'm not gonna lie.
If he just wants to
There's
wait
no
outside,
way-
I respect that.
I understand that, but there's no way they don't know that we're all together. Like, it's just
That is true too.
two elves, a satyr, and a dragonborn just walking around. Like, we're not an inconspicuous group, if you know what I mean.
Oh, it's the ears, isn't it?
Are we gonna bring Vorp with us?
No.
We should check and see what he wants to do. You got him that nice cloak there, Trish.
Yeah.
We're gonna at least want to drop it off, or at least communicate with him that he not go wandering around. Let him know that the streets might be a little dangerous to something like himself.
Yeah,
All right.
probably
Well,
better off in there, unfortunately.
we're burning daylight, so I'm gonna head over to the town master. Whoever's going with me can come with me. We'll get moving.
Okay.
After that, we'll stop at the inn, talk with Vorp, see if he wants to come back with us to the caves. And we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
Sounds great.
Right. And Neapeth is going to turn back to the street. Right. Now, if I was a town master, where would I master the town from?
It's always the fanciest building in a town.
You think so?
Always.
Where was that post? The orc posts.
There's normally like
That
big
building.
pillars. Every now and then you see a clock. It's like kind of pointy. You could easily mistake it for a church.
I'm gonna go to the building where I saw the notice for the orc. I'm assuming that's probably a bulletin board outside their town hall or whatever, which I'm assuming they should be. I'm just saying that's probably where we should go. If
Or there's a
not,
bulletin board.
It's not a big place.
So yeah. Are we going to the place with bulletin board?
Let's check the
Great.
bullet.
Let's
Let's check the
go.
bulletin board.
All right. That place, if in case you missed the ping while that was happening, is literally across the street right here. You can see the little notice board, and the little notice board. Now everybody can see the same thing that you guys had on there. Well, actually, I think it was just Kane that saw the notice on there. That was just, hear ye, we have a thing. Here's my issues with the Catholic Church, and also here is the stuff about something about orcs. Will pay good, signed scribbledy scribble, but you can assume that's the town master. Here it is. Reward, orcs near Wyvern Tor. Those of a mind to face the orc menace should inquire within. And it's got the town seal and an indecipherable signature.
Neapeth will remove the notice carefully from the board, and go inside.
All right. Walking in, this is like this building's just like a town hall kind of a place. It's like a large area, some seats and tables. It almost looks like it could be mistaken for a tavern of some sort, but there's no bar. It's just kind of open and ready for meetings and stuff like gatherings, different things that might be held here. And kind of towards the back, you can see a couple folks just sitting around like a big desk area. One person in particular might catch your eye. Has a more official air about him.
Hello? Hi. I'm a adventurer. I'm looking for the town master, Harbin Wester. Does that happen to be you?
Yes. Please come in. Yes, come in. Yes, Harbin Wester at your service. Yes, who do I have the pleasure of speaking to here?
It's nice to meet you. My name is Neapeth. And she's gonna hold a hand out to shake.
Oh, Dragonborn. I haven't seen much of Dragonborn around here lately, but a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well. I recognize that I'm a bit out of place, close to far from home, but happy to be here.
We're happy to have you here. I hope that you are finding Phandelver well here.
Oh, it has been a nice stay thus far. We got ourselves set up at the inn down there,
Yes.
the Stonehill Inn. Toblin there, wonderful keeper. His,
Top of the line service. Oh yes.
yes, his wife and son are delightful. But we've got this job. We saw you posting here about some orcs, it seems.
Oh, you do want to take the orc job there?
We're just looking for a little more information on it. Seeing what's the scoop? What's the deal there, Harmon?
Yes.
He kind of looks towards the other folks that are standing around. They're kind of just lazily, they're doing that whole like I'm looking at my fingernails for some reason thing. I've always wondered why people do that, but they're doing that thing where they just kind of like pick at their fingernails and sit there and maybe like somebody's just kind of dribbling on a piece of paper or something like that. Like just everybody's just kind of minding their own business, kind of whatever. But he looks around. Oh yes. Well, the orc trouble is that band of orcs down there. They're causing quite the ruckus, you see, and well, we just don't want any trouble down around here. So yes, if you could go ahead and dispose of them, any sort of trinket or something that you bring with you as proof will be good enough. And yes, we'll see that you get paid handsomely for it. I believe the services were 100 gold, yes.
Oh, well, that's a hefty sum there. I can't help but wonder, these people that are milling around, are they just general townsfolk, or are they like people looking for work? Like other adventurers. You know what I mean?
So I'm going to, I feel like I'm going to start to answer your question, but if you're looking for more, I'm probably going to ask for a check of some sort.
Totally fine.
They are like with the town master. So like they're kind
like
of
deputies-ish.
Yeah, they're just kind of the posse, like they're just there as like a group of folks. If he needs something, if he, there might be like an assistant of some sort there or something like that. These are just kind of like their assistants, but also just like general.
Gotcha.
They work for the city kind of thing.
Yep, gotcha. Nap's gonna kind of like tilt her head to the side. Yeah, we were actually over just at the Lion Shield. Heard that you had some goblins keeping your supply lines there pretty tight. Might be able to help with that a bit. But I was wondering, do you have a count how many orcs there might be, or could you recommend like a group of folks in case we wanted to kind of round up some additional help? We've heard that there's a couple organizations in town that might be able to assist, but I wanted to check in first.
I don't believe there should be too many to cause a ruckus, and once you start the process, I'm sure they will all get the idea and maybe run off there. But
yeah.
I don't believe they should be too much trouble. No, you may go ahead and. I don't believe you'll have. How many are you? Is it just you or?
Well, we've got a handful, but I was hearing that there was a group coming in that was stationed in here. Something, the Red Brands. I didn't know if maybe we might be able to turn to them for some help with this.
Where did you hear that from?
Oh, when we were coming into town, I couldn't tell you anybody who said it necessarily. We just overheard that, if we were looking for some muscle, that maybe the Red Brands could assist.
Well, I can assure you that these Red Brands they're just not really much of any trouble at all. In fact, I don't believe there's much of any of them around here.
Nice insight check, like his response. Like,
yeah,
I'm the person and picking up that he's like trying to like talk like, oh, they're not really all that much, but can I just take a closer look?
Please do. And just for clarity, like, did everybody come inside then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I think
what
Trige is in, yeah.
Everybody's in. Okay, so anybody
Yeah.
that wants to do an insight check on this is welcome to. Anybody that's there.
I rolled a 19 plus 2, so that's a 21.
Okay.
I rolled an 18.
15.
We don't need to know what I rolled.
Wanren, you are joining the rest of everybody. Like, you're learning from that one guy how to look at your nails and like how to do that thing. Like, what are you picking at something, or is it like your cuticle? Like, what
I'm
is
checking
that?
my cuticle.
This is a way to be nonchalant. Look at me being nonchalant. The
I chipped a nail.
Does he get advantage on his stealth checks now?
tries you get a very like an uncomfortable feeling from him. You're like, you might give him the side eye a little bit. Kane and Nyapith, here's how I'll put it to you. You can clearly see when you started mentioning the red brands that he started getting a little bit beadier with sweat than he already was. There's trickles of sweat coming down in various places on his face.
Okay.
How are the other two looking when she mentioned the name? Did they even like move or anything at all?
No, they were. I'll give that to you. They're just
Okay.
they're hanging around doing their thing.
And these are the only people there, the ones around him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm giving it. If I think I know what you're asking. If they said red brand and all of a sudden everyone's like, there was none of that.
And in the room looking to see if the any.
No, nobody bat an eye. Nobody like was reaching for a sword or something like that. Everybody's still just doing what they're doing, just kind of.
That I find that interesting. The conversation I overheard played a very different story there, Mr. Harmon. Made it sound like they were quite the to-do.
I assure you, miss, that there's really nothing here that a group like that, if a group like that were around here, that they would want. I can guarantee you that this case of the orcs, it really is like a matter of some urgency, and I'll tell you what, if you are able to head out immediately, we'll see what we can do about raising that reward there maybe for your group.
That's rather generous of you. What kind of rate increasing are you thinking about? Because we've had some other jobs come up, we heard that maybe if we headed over to the Sleeping Giant, we might be able to get some more opportunities there.
Well, I'm sure everybody has different things that they need. Chicken feeding and horse manure plowing, all of these little things around here. But you see, these orcs are quite important because they threaten our peaceful way of life around here. So let's give an extra 50 gold pieces for your group to leave right now and help to take care of them.
Before we head off, because obviously this is very important, I had a question. What's with that house on the hill?
The house under... Oh, yes. Yes, give the DM a chance to clear his map a little bit. Oh, yes. That's the old Kresnadar Manor. There's Has been torn down and derelict for years.
So like I could just go explore it, just like survey the land myself, kind of thing. There wouldn't be any issues, right?
Oh, I'm afraid not, though. The building is condemned. We do that on a matter of safety. Wouldn't want a plank or anything falling and killing you or anything like that.
Dragonborn is really strong. She could probably just finish tearing it down for you and like clear the land. So you can build something new on it, and maybe you could build the town center up there because that'd be very prominent. I would think, right?
Where? my dear friend, what sense would it make to put a town center on the outside of town?
It's like it stands out. Don't you want to stand out? Like
Oh,
clearly
we.
the town and growing with very, very prominent people around. There's definitely nothing shady around anywhere. It's very upstanding people everywhere, right?
Oh, of course. We here at Phandelver, we definitely have a more homely feel to it. And if nothing else, the banner up there, well, that hasn't been occupied, well, since way before I was the town master, you see, and, no, I don't suppose there is much of anything that could be done unless there was a generous benefactor of some sort to take over the land, but, for now, we need to keep it quarantined off just to make sure that no one gets hurt, any of the children or anybody else like that, so,
Right. Harmon, yes, it looks like you're sweating there quite a bit. Are you feeling well? Do we need to get a healer in for you, or open the window and let in some air?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just it's a bit of a sauna in this place, you see.
Well, I couldn't help but notice that you started to look a little uncomfortable when we started mentioning certain topics. So I just wanted to make sure you'd eaten something earlier. I didn't want to make any irregular, inaccurate correlations. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure what you mean, miss. No, I'm...
Oh, well, I can maybe help with that.
And Yapeth's gonna kind of like put her hands on the table and lean forward. Like not it is intimidating, but she doesn't have hands on weapons or anything, but kind of lean over and kind of look side, look left, look right in this traditional, like, I'm about to say some shit way that this town has, and lean forward and say,
I would just really hate it if you continued to suffer under some sort of, negative influence when there was somebody here that could maybe help with that. Maybe ate too much of something, fell into a problem.
I must say, your riddles are quite entertaining. I assure you, everything is fine here, except for these orcs.
Can I insight that just to make, like, does he believe that everything is fine, or is he trying to like assuade me that like it's fine?
Yeah, you can make a fresh one if you want.
Come on, baby.
Oh no, that's a 5.
He did seem genuinely amused by, like, whatever you were insinuating there. You can't tell if it was anything else other than an actual amusement on his part.
Yeah.
I got a question. You're the town master, right?
Correct, yes.
What's your duties? Like, what's your job?
I help the town. I help it thrive.
Town.
I'm sorry?
And thrive.
Thrive, yes.
Mm-hmm. So if your town was in, I don't know, in need of help, you definitely would want to do something, right? even if you're scared, then it might be a very difficult task. You would do right by your people, wouldn't you, as the town master?
Well, yes, absolutely, which is why I'm looking for capable folks such as yourself to take care of the menaces that threaten our very way of life here.
Not all menaces are outside your town, though, now are they? Maybe. Speculation. Well, we'll just say hypothetically. If there was something, I don't know, in town causing issues, I feel that I would probably be a lot more important and need immediate action than some outside, disturbances. Don't you think?
Well, I suggest I do agree with you, but our town has been peaceful for quite some time now, and hasn't been an incident in a while.
Well, all right. I appreciate it's your 150 gold if we go take care of this orc problem immediately. You got a time frame on when we need to be back to collect on that?
Post haste.
Post haste. All right. Well, we'll see what we can do. In the meantime, stay safe. I suppose. I that's everything I have. And Nyapith's gonna turn and look at Trej and Wanren and say, do you two have anything you want to ask the town master while we're here? Any fun trivia about the town, or anything you got while we're here?
Maybe some sites that you guys saw recently would like to acknowledge and praise this town for, special places to hang out or be.
Well, I mean, the forest is pretty cool. I know a good forest when I see one. And your forest is pretty great.
Well, I suppose we don't have one directly in town, but if you're talking about the one past the Alberley farm there, but yes, but it's sort of unoccupied territory there. Nothing but mushrooms and trees and moss there, I assume. Maybe a wild boar or two.
I did see a pretty cool cave.
Oh, I hope there's not goblins in that cave. Maybe we should go check.
Hold on a second. I'm just checking. Yeah. Kane. You know the people that were just kind of like nonchalantly doing stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
You can kind of see out of the corner of your eyes that it's very subtle, but you've got a really nice passive perception there that they kind of stop and look up. They haven't moved their hands much. They're not reaching for anything. They're not doing much of anything else, but you have their attention now.
I'm sure there's all sorts of natural phenomenon happening all around the town.
But for your safety, I think, since you're doing us a big favor by raising the price of, to go get rid of these orcs, we should definitely check out that cave for you, because there was a goblin issue not that far from here where they were just setting up camp in this cave,
That's true. Well, we cleared that out with actually pretty efficient at that, and
Yeah.
if they're my understanding is they've got a kind of smuggling trail, another cave, it might make sense that they might be using that as a stop.
And I feel at that point it would be our obligation to go and check, because that'd be unfinished business on our part.
Oh, he did
He
take a
does
job
look
to
like
try and
that.
find those missing shipments. My compatriot here is correct.
Oh, yes, up north on the tribal trail. Yes, I
Oh,
can assure you that none of that activity has come down our way to Phandelver here.
Well, I mean, better
But
safe
it's
than
affecting you. It's affecting you guys a lot.
Some of the independent traders here, but they're part of the larger conglomerates and things. None of our local shops have been mostly affected. We like to keep that with the alliances that they keep. You know, their whole, you know, what they deal with. We don't really deal with that sort of thing. That's up to them.
So none of your local people has been affected by this?
Well, no, because that's a
What about
larger
what about
chain.
what about the shopkeep just across the way?
Yes, the Lion Shield, they're all part of a larger trading post thing. They've got all sorts of different outposts around here.
you're saying that this is a bit of a franchise situation.
Yes, the Lion Shields, they're a larger merchant company. They
And didn't the other place get attacked too? Like we were escorting supplies for
yeah.
them.
Isn't
Oh my God.
Barthen's local?
yes, but well, if there's anything like that, he did not inform me about it.
Maybe because he thought you're incompetent.
Neapith is gonna kind of like turn her head and like and give eyes to like Kane, like easy, bud, easy.
I just elbowed the shit out of him. -1 HP.
Very pointy bows.
One of the folks is going to come up behind Harbin and kind of
Well, I do say it was a pleasure to meet all of you, and I do hope to see you again soon once this orc situation is taken care of. I must be off to some other business, you see. I am not an incompetent town master. I listen to my town's needs, and it turns out I am needed. Fare thee well, just return here and speak to one of my folks in its here, and you'll get your reward.
I understand. We don't want to get in the way of your business. It's been a pleasure, Harbin. Take care.
Consider your oak problem done.
I should hope so.
and he'll get up and sort of waddle back with the one that whispered in his ear, and like one or two more will kind of like walk behind. There's like two more left that just hang around in the room.
Hey, one of you wouldn't happen to have like a brochure or a map of the area that we could maybe take up, get a lay of the land? If not, that's fine. But I figured it didn't hurt to ask. You know, some kind of complimentary welcome to Phandelver kind of documentation. Complimentary.
He's just
Oh,
gonna.
we're about to get a welcome.
He's just looking at you like, and he'll point across the hall, and up on the wall is like a really nice framed map of Phandelver. Doesn't look like you can take it down, and it doesn't look like there's
Right.
any like that around, but
Yep.
you can look at it.
Yeah, Nyapith is going to
Well, all right. Great.
and kind of pat herself down, knowing that she doesn't have any paper or anything.
I'll just borrow this then.
And she's gonna just go over to like the desk and try to like grab like a loose paper and quill, to then go over to the map and look down.
Josh, would you consider yourself an artist?
I mean, I've tried occasionally. Yeah.
I mean, do you want to take a stab at this? Because I'm gonna be honest. If I do this, ain't nobody gonna be able to make sense of it but me.
Sure. I'll try. Yeah, I'll try.
Right. It doesn't. Just quick, some general ideas of the roads and stuff, but just to give us an idea. You know, maybe do you have a suggestion box there? Maybe we might suggest having little pamphlets since your town is such a happening delight.
He's gonna look at the other guy, then they're gonna look at each other. And he's gonna look back to you. Yeah. We'll get right on that.
Oh, I mean, there's no rush. Clearly, you have much more important things to attend to. But I just a polite suggestion.
Sure.
And then Yapith is just gonna kind of like do that thing where she puts her like hands behind her back and kind of like rocks up on her tiptoes while like Trish finishes drawing the map. And then once that's done, Yapith is ready to leave.
All right. Let's fast forward a little bit. There's spoiler alert. Is this not on there? Let me zoom out a little bit for everybody. No, that's not. Why is the compass not on like the token layer? So I added a bunch more information. There's spoiler alert. There's still a few things that are not on there just because they're not things that would necessarily be on a town map. So like you're filled in on basically things that are common knowledge, like the town master's hall, the town green, woodworker smithy, the local shops, the manor that he mentioned. You now know that name. The farm. You see the Phandelver Miners Exchange to the south, which is followed by the Miners Trail down there, trailing off to the south. There's a few places on there that you can pick out as people's homes or other maybe businesses that came in later. As for instance, you don't see any mention of an apothecary on the map, but you know that that building is there thanks to Kane and Wanren's wandering. So yeah, there might be a few things missing, but I will tell you, just even peeling back the curtain here, you've got about like 97% of this map filled out. So if you're looking for that achievement, you might have to go knock on some doors, but also
Go and knock on all the doors.
yeah, there's not any achievement for that, so you don't have to worry about that.
I'm a completionist though. I need it.
Oh yeah. Also, there's like 4 little statues hidden around town that you have to find. Some of them you have to climb.
Collection achievement.
Yeah, there's
I'm all
all
for
sorts of, but you have to do it before you leave Phandelver, otherwise you can't come back and get it later.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Do we have to like pet all the dogs as well? Like,
That's a
is that
secret
like
achievement. There's secret achievements if you like put all of the chickens back into a pen or something like that.
Right.
You get
you get
special-
extra rupees.
Yeah.
And if we
I was hoping for moo moo milk, but that's fine too.
But yeah, you guys have a more completed map here, and actually, because let me. No, you didn't. That's okay. Yeah, you're able to map it out, and so you've got a nice little official map of Phandelver here. What is next?
If we're out on the street, Yapith will turn like,
Maybe we can debrief in the privacy of our quarters, but I think it's time we checked in on Vorp and get ready to head back up to Cragmar Cave. Wanren, any ideas?
Got one person left to visit. And we
Ah,
get it all out of the way right now.
Yeah, you're talking about the hopper?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. We can maybe hit that on our way out.
Because
Kinda-
we really have to be careful now. Because now, if there wasn't all eyes on us, there are now.
Yeah, how about we let's go talk to
Hear me out. What I'm saying though is, she's been here for a while.
yeah, I'm picking up
Probably
what you're putting
doing
down
something,
there.
You know. So
Yeah,
even if
let's
it's
go.
something else unrelated, I think we can get more information.
Yeah, talk to her, and then we don't want to burn too much daylight though. We don't know if something moved into that cave. It seems like everything around here is hot real estate. So yeah, let's go talk. What was the name, Kane? This woman.
I don't remember.
It's fine. I'll introduce myself. We'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, since you would have known that, she did introduce herself to you, Sister Gariel.
Yeah, that's. I was
All right.
I was a bit angry, so I just remember sister.
You angry? This doesn't resonate.
Napith is grinning. Like you can see all of her teeth. She's grinning so wide.
Come on, Kane. A joke every once in a while is not going to kill you.
And she's going to kind of like nudge him before starting to walk in the direction of this Shrine of Luck. And presumably where the sister lives.
Okay, so you're all going to the Sister Gariel's home?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's the Shrine of Luck, we can use some luck.
You're telling me.
Right, you are at the front steps of Sister Gariel's home.
Kane, you wanna?
Yeah, I'll knock on the door.
I mean, you know her.
I mean, as much as anyone can know someone in like a 20-minute conversation.
Pretty well, it turns out. Some
Yeah,
people just like to tell you everything.
As opposed to our 0-minute conversation we had with her.
I mean, Warren, I'm pretty sure I told you a whole bunch in the first 20 minutes that we met. I was pretty
What?
trashed.
You like to talk? Wow.
That's true, I do. Quite the conversationalist. How better to get to know people?
Is there any answer at the door?
There's no answer at the door.
It's a little uncomfortable.
It's a bit awkward. Knock
If
again.
you want,
Turn the doorknob.
Is there windows?
Yeah, that's looks like a house, so yeah.
Or, I mean, some houses don't have windows. I
I
built a house that would have very little windows.
think that's a fire hazard. I think that's against city
that's
ordinances. But
It's the light, though. It's nice.
Yeah. Napith is just going to try and kind of like
yeah, Kane.
and try to open the door. Is it locked?
it's locked.
I just like glance through the windows.
It's dark.
Like,
It's possible that she's just out. We can try it when we get back, maybe.
yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna bust down someone's door that I barely met in the middle of the day. Yeah. Well, we tried. That's all I can ask.
Yeah, Napith is just gonna kind of take a step back and like
Well, let me just check around back real quick. I don't know. Just to take a gander.
and Napith's gonna kind of walk around the back looking for, I don't know, like signs of scuffle or like anything like standing out from like a regular house. Maybe one of the windows is broken or like the back door is damaged in any way. You know what I mean? Like, or maybe she's just in the backyard gardening, you know?
Sure.
Or is there a cellar?
I
I mean, like one of those outdoor ones with like the big flap doors.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Just
the ones that you run to and there's
we're gonna
a
break in.
there's a
When there's a
twist coming.
tornado. Yeah.
Yeah, make a perception check. Just a general perception check. And anybody else who's like looking for these things.
Yeah, I'll look around, I guess.
That's a 17.
That is a not nat 20.
So 17, 30, 20.
Oh, 10.
We're not going to talk about it.
I mean,
A 10.
I think Trige is like super distracted. He's like, I don't know what this lady is, so I'm just gonna sit here with my cloaks and enjoy the day.
Even with the 10, like you're looking around and everything looks as it should be. It's a nice house. Things are in pretty nice order. She's got a nice little garden trellis in the back, and look at a little like wood what do they call them? We're about to get one. It's a place where you keep your firewood and stuff like that. Got a little
Like wood storage.
wood storage. I don't know. That probably has a
Wood
fancy name.
hut.
A wood hut. That's it. Yeah. Got a wood hut here.
I was
Yeah.
about to say fireplace.
Just
Good place to keep wood too.
That's where you keep your hot wood.
that's the hot wood. But yeah, and everything looks fine. There's no foul play here. It's just looks like nobody's home.
Yeah, it just looks like nobody's home. So we'll go check with Warp, try to help here with this lion shield stuff, and then maybe we check back when we get back. It's possible that she's just a busy lady out and about doing a thing. If we're not able to find her when we get back, then maybe we take a closer look around town, start asking. Or we could ask you know what we could do, Kane? We could ask the innkeeper, see if this sister has any particular things that she does during the day. I imagine she's out helping the folk, but
Yeah.
or something.
Dead. She be dead. That's very possible too. Something gonna happen.
I mean, I don't traditionally like walking around just assuming that people are dead, but I mean, it's something that one can do, certainly.
I mean, we tried. That's all I can say for now. But yeah, let's go back.
Or maybe she
Around.
went out looking for her book.
Mm.
Oh, I mean, she was having issues getting the book on her own was the problem.
I mean, if we're engaging with some fantasies here on what this sister could be doing, I would prefer to think that she's entered into an illicit love affair with Lord Sildar, who is a member of an opposing faction, and that the two of them
And Nyapith is going to like start
Hold on. Let me get this.
launching into like
this like forbidden love situation. You know what I mean? Like they're both here and they're for different interests.
It's
and
is the opposite love.
they're working together, but they're working separately up against each other.
Really fast back to the inn.
And they meet, and sometimes, wouldn't it just be real sweet if they met up by the manor under the moonlight? Oh, and everyone thought it was haunted, but really it was the forbidden lovers the whole time. Oh, I just.
Yeah. This was her first 10 minutes of that 20 minutes we first had together.
I like all of that.
we all
It's
like
an
that.
excellent Hallmark movie that you've set up.
Nyapith would watch so many of those, and we all know it.
So much.
Yup.
Oh man.
It sounds like we're headed back to the inn.
So you're going back to Stonehill Inn.
Back to the inn.
Okay. Come on. Let me get you just like right in there. Okay. So you walk back in the inn, and it's a little bit later in the morning now. Still not quite like afternoon, so we're maybe thinking like, I don't know, 9 o'clock or so, 9, 10 o'clock. Around that, mid-morning. And few people are up and about in the inn. It's looking like it's stuff is going on, and you've got everybody's milling about, kind of doing their work. Toblin is busy behind the counter, and folks are going around doing everything. And there's a smaller figure sweeping up in one of the corners, and as you look over, you notice that that's not his kid, it's Vorp.
Hello. Hi.
Trying to give him the cloak right now. Just give him the cloak.
Hi, yeah, welcome to the... Oh, hey, you guys are back. Hey, what's up? What's going on, guys?
Why? Didn't we tell you to stay upstairs?
Oh, no, yeah, I was, but then I heard that they needed some help with some things, and I was, like, not doing anything, and I thought, hey, you know what? I got 2 arms, and many hands make light work, and, starting down this road of goodness that you got me going on, I thought I might lend a hand around here and earn my stay a little bit here. So just doing a couple chores here and there.
Well, look at you taking all that initiative all on your own. I am so proud of you, Vorp. That is wonderful. Oh my heavens! And you cleared this with the innkeeper first, yeah? You didn't just grab a broom and start moving it around.
Oh no, he's been quite the help. He's been doing things for me left and right. I almost can't even keep up with him. We might be done for the day's chores by mid-afternoon. He's quite the little helper there.
Oh, yeah, he certainly is. He certainly is. This is amazing. Trish, you have a gift for him, don't you?
Hey, Warp, I got you a present.
You got me a present?
Uh-huh.
What?
So that you can come with us in more places and people can't get grumpy because of who you are. And he hands him the cloak.
Oh, hey, this is real nice there. Yeah. Oh, wow. Hey. Wow, that's very nice of you. Wow, guys, I appreciate you guys a lot. I mean, I know it's only been like a day, but like I really feel like my life is turning around here, and this is one of the nicest things anybody's ever done for me. Nobody's ever got me like a gift before.
Good job today. You did the right thing.
Oh, yeah.
You're proof that where you came from or who you are doesn't necessarily mean you have to stay that way. So,
Oh, and hey, actually, that's going to do it for Power Beyond. That was the lesson that we needed to learn. That ends this campaign. Roll credits.
The end.
This is it. No, he's very, very grateful for it. He's actually going to like shimmy into it and like throw it on, and it's, even though it was like you thought you got the right size, it's still like a little baggy, but like not in an obnoxious way. Just
amazing.
Like it's just like the suit coat that's just a little too big. So
in that like kind of like adorable way, like
Yeah.
he has to really like pull his sleeves back whenever he's like trying to work on a task.
Yeah, he really gets that. He's got a yeah. I'll probably grow into it. Yeah, this will be good. I like this. It's cozy. It's very cozy.
Oh, well, that's great, Vorp. I'm proud
glad
of you.
like it.
Yeah.
Trish picked it out. Trish picked it out himself. He spent a good bit of time trying to make sure he got just the right one for you.
Oh, that's very sweet. I appreciate that. Yes, thank you.
But also, maybe don't go there.
Don't go where now?
Don't go to the place that we bought this.
Oh, did you not? Wait, did you guys not? Did you not buy it?
I bought it.
Did you?
But the lady's not nice.
Did you buy it with? Did you buy it with no money? Wink, 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 wink.
No, we bought it with special money just for buying things.
That's
She
special
means
money. Oh yeah.
yeah.
I've used
she
special
just
money
means,
before. Wink, 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 wink.
Yes.
No,
Yapith,
So am I. Wink, 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 wink.
Yapith like gets. Napith's gonna like bend down and like crouch down and like get eye level with Vorp and say,
Yeah, all right. This is a very funny joke. But listen, we have to be a little serious here, all right? I'm going to level with you.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
some people that are here that aren't super excited about the life that you led before, right? There's been some unfortunate damage given like your previous association with the group that you were involved with. And there's going to be some people here who are not really excited about those actions, but the
Yeah.
good news is,
Uh-huh.
good news is you've already got a head start on making the difference, and changing that.
and she's gonna like reach out and kind of like put her hand on his shoulder and kind of rub with the thumb.
And you took the initiative and you're doing good work. But what Trish was trying to say is that there's a lady over to the Lion Shield that has not a lot great fondness for goblins right now. So in order for you to stay safe, maybe just avoid around there for the next little bit, huh? Until your character can prove that you're not what people perceive you as, huh?
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, our little group
Yeah.
over there, we didn't do some good stuff. So, yeah,
you stole quite a bit of stuff. Yeah.
I'll lay low. Yeah, I'll hang out
Alright.
for a little bit.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna hop over and talk to the innkeeper, but good work.
Yeah,
Our
no,
number one
I'm
helper. That's
I'm
you.
Gonna get back
That's
to
you, little liar.
gonna get back to sweeping here.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks again for the cloak. It's really nice.
Glad you like it, friend.
It's real good. Thank you. And he's gonna start sweeping up again.
And then before we walk away, I turn back to work, give him another couple winks.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Napith wants to just have a quick conversation with the innkeeper, about just a couple of things before we head out.
Yes, my dear friend Yapith. What'll it be?
No, I'm all right. We're just actually gonna hit the road here for a bit. We should be back lickety split. We're just gonna go up and finish the job that we had started with that cave up there. So if Sildar comes a calling, just let him know. We've made ourselves quite at home. But I had a couple questions. We've been out and about in town today, and I'm hoping you can help make some stuff make sense for me, if you don't mind.
Well, I can certainly try my best. Yes.
Right. So there's that sister. Oh, now I've forgotten her name entirely. Gariel, is that right?
Oh, well, yes, Sister Gariel. Yes, she's down over there by the Shrine of Luck.
Right. Well, we went to visit around her this morning, and it looked like her home was locked up. Do you know if she has like a particular activity she does this time of day? Any word of? I don't know how close you are with her, and I don't want to be getting in anybody's business, but we were hoping to have a talk with her.
Oh, no, not at all. She comes by every now and then, you see, and has a bit of a meal or two. Mostly she keeps to herself, though, over down there by the shrine. I imagine she might be out and about doing her business around town, or maybe at the I don't know. I hesitate to call it a church. It's more of a religious catch-all, you see. It's just sort of a general place of worship for anyone.
A non-denominational kind of a deal.
Aye, they just sort of all share the space, you see.
Gotcha. Well, thank you. Again, we're just hoping to have a quick conversation with her, but
Yapith is gonna lean into the bar and look left, look right, look left.
I stopped in with the town master today. We had he had a job and we was asking him some questions. The Red Brands came up and he seemed to think that this group wasn't even around at all.
He would.
Uh,
What a buffoon.
Would you say incompetent?
To put it lightly and politely, yes. I suppose I would say that.
He seemed, I mean, he was uncomfortable when the conversation came up. I'm not sure, is he got some kind of debt that maybe these red brands are kind of leveraging over him? Seemed like the kind that maybe would just fall in with a tough crowd for personal gain. I mean, we're not gonna go, poking messes that are best left alone, but I was just trying to get an understanding of why. I mean, he's really, I gotta tell you, Talon, he really seemed...
Is it just that simple? Not about money or power. He's just a fucking coward.
I believe it's all, how would you say, 6 of one, a half a dozen of the other.
50-50.
Seems to me that he might be somewhat deep in the pockets of some of these red brand folks, but same as most of everyone else, doesn't want to cause too much of a ruckus. We seem to be outnumbered and overpowered around here, so we just kind of, well, try to keep to life as usual, and unfortunately, sometimes life as usual now means a little bit of shakedowns and extra taxes here and there for these red brands. And so I imagine that Harbin is not doing his due diligence because he's either getting paid or, yes, he might just be a coward.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, Toblin. I don't know how much the 4 of us can do about it, but we might be able to leverage. Our hope is that maybe we can get eyes from an organization that could do something about it in here. We've taken a job about some orcs out Wyvern Tail, something like that.
The Wyvern Tour is out there.
Wyvern Tour, yeah.
Haven't heard much about anything happening over there.
Well, the townmaster seemed to think that there was orcs down there causing a real trouble, and he was real keen on paying us extra to go take care of it lickety split. I mean, we're gonna go take care of these caves first, but
You have the paperwork, right? They hit that his notice. How long has it been up there? Just hear me out. Think about it this way. He seemed very urgent to get us over there, right? What if he wasn't trying to get us out of town? What if he was just trying to get rid of us forever?
I mean, it's possible, but I mean that's
And if
I was just
our innkeep buddy over here, which I'm assuming you trust, which you're a nice guy. Don't get me wrong, is saying that there's nothing going on there.
Well, that was going to be my follow-up question. I mean, if it really was so much of a ruckus, why haven't the Red Brands taken care of it themselves? If they're looking for a fight and there's one just readily available.
They're not about fight. They're about profit.
Yeah, but no, that's my thing, is if these orcs are really causing a problem for the town, wouldn't that be a problem for the Red Brands?
Innkeep, has the orc caused any problems that you know of to any of your fellow businessmen?
Nothing that I've heard. That is to say, that doesn't mean there isn't trouble. And I will say, if he's willing to pay a pretty penny, it might be sincere, considering the fact that he's willing to give up so much money instead of trying to collect.
Well, I mean, if you're not here to collect the money, it doesn't matter how much it butts up, right?
Sorry to say, I'm not much of a investigator for that kind of work, but
That's true. That's fair. I got one last question about it. You ever heard of anyone else actually taking up this opportunity?
for the orcs, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I suppose if word hasn't gotten much around town, it might be somewhat of a newer problem.
I mean, and that makes sense. If it was new and urgent, that might be why he was trying to get us to hop down there and take care of it.
I mean, you know exactly why he was trying to get us out there, though.
Because we are asking too many questions. But I don't think we can assume that. How long has he been the town master here, the Toblin?
Oh, a good couple months by now.
And how long have the Red Brands been here?
A good couple months by now.
So they put him in. What happened to the last town master? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, no, I see what you're being insinuating there, but no, the timelines there might seem a bit conspicuous, but no, Harbin became the town master, and he put in some solid roots, and, well, suffice it to say, besides all of his faults, things actually started looking up. Some good improvements around town, some of the handiwork from the local woodsmiths and smithies helping to rebuild some of the houses and shops around here. Why, he was starting to usher us into a nice grand old little new age here in Phandelver, but no, I believe it was the Red Brands coming in shortly after that. Don't believe they would have any connection, because they seem to come out of nowhere.
Well, I think that's my point there, King. What if this is just a good man caught up in some real tight spot? It's possible he's sending us to his death, but it's possible that this is an actual threat to the town, and he's just doing his best to manage it. I think we don't have enough information to be saying one way or the other, and I think assuming negative intent at every corner is going to set us up for some problems that we are not capable of taking on.
Because I feel like it's one of two things with the town master. Either he's being paid off in money, or he's being paid off with keeping his life.
Suffice it to say, that's a little bit of what we tend to do around here, but we tend to keep our complaints to people we can trust, and we trust that you are good folks.
Yeah. Are we all right to leave Vorp here to help you? I mean, we're gonna offer to see if he wants to come with us, but in the off chance that he's all right to just stay and help around here, is that all right with you there, Toblin?
Oh, once again, I almost insist upon it. Happy to have a little extra work around here. And you wouldn't believe the things that he's actually willing to get his hands dirty doing.
I bet I would actually try.
Couple chores that we've been putting off for some time. I'd be happy to get rid of those off of my to-do list.
I imagine that this work is a lot more pleasant than the work he was doing. I'm just gonna put it like that.
Oh, I'm sure, but yeah, but he's a very nice young goblin man. Yes.
All right. Well, with that note, I don't have any other questions or concerns. Trij, Wanren, you got anything?
Just
right.
watch over him. He's learning still.
Yeah, don't let other people be mean to him.
Oh, I know. There's plenty of different faces that come in and out and about around here. He'll be safe and fine around here, I'm sure.
Okay.
All right. Well, Toblin, appreciate it. We'll be back hopefully later. And again, if Sildar comes asking about us, please take a message from him, but let him know that we've headed back up towards let him know. Looks. Maybe not let anybody else know.
Oh.
But let him know that we've headed up to the cave. And if anybody asks, say we just were adventuring. You catch my drift.
Oh, aye, absolutely, yes.
You're a good man, Toblin. Appreciate ya.
I'm saving travels now.
Nyapith is gonna gather up her adventuring gear. On her way out, she'll just give Vorp a head tussle, like an ear tussle, because I don't know what the hair situation is, but just kind of like a ruffle.
We'll see you, boy.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll just be going around here. I think I got the grease trap next.
Just stay out of trouble. And don't bite anyone.
I would never do that. I don't think I've ever bitten anyone before in my life. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, you got me. Maybe once. But that was an accident. But no, yeah, no more biting. No more biting.
We head out.
All right.
Guys, before we head out, there's that shop I still need to go to restock and potentially get some new supplies for anything that comes our way. So I gotta hit up the shop. I don't know if anyone wants to hit the shop too, but I want to do that before we head out.
What shop?
It's a like a apothecary.
Oh yeah, I walked past that last night.
Yeah, my ammunition is one short of what it used to be, and since we happen to come across some old friends, probably just be a good idea to stock up on some more things.
All right. Yeah, that's
Oh, you think they have a poisoners kit?
I mean, could we maybe just check the provisions on the way out? As Napith kind of points down the street. A little more our direction.
Well,
That too?
yeah, but this is a specialty shop that I'm gonna know that we're gonna have more of what I need. But we can hit that up first if you want.
I mean, I'm fine with that, whatever you need, Kane. I just knew it was a suggestion.
All right.
I'll
let's
let you
check-
lead the way.
Let's check the apothecary.
To the apothecary.
Okay. You guys. Ooh, can you. What is happening? Okay. You guys head down to Rhodes Apothecary. And you are now standing in front of Rhodes Apothecary.
Try to go inside.
All right. So, are we all going inside, or
Kane, you're trying
I
to go
just-
inside?
Yeah.
It's locked.
I look through the windows.
Strangely can't. All the shutters are closed.
I'm going to knock on the door.
No answer.
maybe they're not open till later?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I have no idea. It'd be nice if there's like opening times or something listed.
Yeah, that's the beauty about owning your own shop. You open whenever you want.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I mean, that's it for me.
Yep, we could double check the provisions, or we could hit the
Yeah.
road.
I say we're passing by anyway. Let's just poke our heads in and yell, "Hey, you got any poison?" No?
I mean, that's not the exact plan.
No,
Is
of
it-
course,
you
of
can
course, it's
take-
not the exact plan, Kane. I'm messing with you.
Uh-huh.
Right? It's good for you. Trust me.
Mhm.
People who take themselves too seriously die much too young.
And she's gonna kind of like cock her head to the side.
I mean, I know you're an elf and everything. But how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? If it's impolite, you can tell me to put a sock in it.
Well, let's just say I stopped counting at some point. So, yeah.
Oh, Interesting.
That old.
I guess things aren't really that true then, huh?
No.
All
Apparently.
right.
All right,
Let's
let's
get a
check
move
the
on.
provision.
Okay. So you guys head over to Barthen's Provisions. So yeah, Barthen's, it's the biggest trading post in Phandelver. So you walk inside and you see a lot of basic adventuring gear. So you've got backpacks up on the wall, bedrolls, rope, different ration packs and stuff like that. As you're looking around, you do notice that there's no like swords or arrows or shields or armaments or anything like that. So looking around, it's pretty basic like adventuring gear around here. Why did that go away? So you walk in and it kind of is a regular story. You got a couple people here and there meandering about.
Yeah, Wandering already bought a bow. Okay.
Yeah, I bought a bow.
Yeah. Neapith is gonna maybe like linger around the like trail mix section. And like maybe like the jerky and just kind of like look around at that a little bit, but she's set.
And I walk up to the shopkeep.
You get the attention of a kind of late middle-aged gentleman, tall, lean, balding man, who kind of leans over the corner and has your attention now.
All right. Shopkeep, you wouldn't happen to have a kit
Yeah.
that inflicts certain ailments that can make someone sick?
Even if they did have it, you shouldn't be the one to have it in general.
What are you talking about? Like some kind of old lunch or something?
Yeah, he's asking if you have any expired lunches for sale, like on the cheap.
No, I don't have any old lunch for sale.
A little bit, actually.
Thank you.
So see, I'm going to deal with this little orc problem that you guys have here,
Or
and
problem.
it would really help
Have
me
you
out.
heard of the orc problem? Has news got to you about orcs?
No, I don't know anything about or problem.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, we will come back to that.
All right.
But say I were to go deal with this orc problem, and I need something to put on my weapon.
Yeah.
To make it a little bit easier, that can make him sick.
What do you mean? Like
It makes taking him out a little bit easier if I coat my weapon.
you mean like rust?
You got any poison?
No.
Like rat poison,
No poison.
problems.
No poison? All right.
No poison. You can go down to that other shop maybe. They might have some poison.
Oh, what other shop?
There's that new shop that just opened up down the road.
All right, I'll check it out.
Some kind of, I don't know, poison shop or something.
Oh, there's a poison shop. All right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Well, while I have his attention, anyone y'all want to shop?
Sorry, I can't stop giggling because I know exactly who he's trying to be right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying.
Doing a very good job, my love.
Oh, wait. Do you want to try this again? What kind of poison? What kind of poison you looking for?
Just something to coat my weapon.
Coat like a Cusco poison? Is that what you're looking for?
Yes, the poison specifically designed to kill Cusco.
Cusco's
poison. That
poison. No, we don't have any poison.
Ah, darn.
Sorry.
Well, thank you for your time.
I'm sorry. It took me like a split second, and then it kicked in, and I can't focus anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, I noticed you've got some snacks here. There was a sign though. It says, "Ask about the spinach puffs." I'm just wondering.
Spinach puffs. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Do you got any mustard though? Like, not that yellow kind, but the other one, like the spice one.
Yeah, we got some spicy mustard. Get it straight from the RTR.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Trying one of them spinach puffs. You know, feeling a little peckish here.
Sure. And he kind of heads back and gets a little, like, paper wrapped up little, I don't know, a little lunch tray thing. It's like a little wooden block with, like, paper wrapped around it. It's like, there you go.
Oh, thank you. How much do I? Okay, wait.
Napith will pay for the thing, but you'll notice there's like kind of a cringe as she does it. Like, oh, I
hope it's.
No, they're good. They're freshly made. Every day.
Every day. No, that's quite the process.
Yeah, it's hard work.
Yep. Yeah, Nyapith is going to unwrap her spinach puff and turn to Keen and try.
Have you guys got everything you needed? Was there anything tries you were looking to pick up here?
As she takes a bite of the spinach puff.
You know,
No.
I think I'm good.
No, I was thinking about some ball bearings, but I don't have a slingshot. I just think it would be fun to see people fall over by tripping on them. But
What would be fine?
Yeah, it would be funny.
yeah, but I think I'll wait on that. I can get that later. We'll be back.
This is really good. This is really good.
Is it vegan?
I don't know what that means.
Well, I guess it doesn't have to be vegan as long as it doesn't have any meat in it.
Oh, it's a spinach puff.
Great. Cool. May I also have one?
Sure. He turns around and grabs one, and here you go.
Thanks, friend. Is this a free sample?
No, you gotta pay for that.
Okay. DM, how much do I have to pay?
Was that I'm assuming that was not on the thing.
I think you can make up an arbitrary number for this.
They're like
for this bit.
50 silver. Or like whatever. They're a couple silver pieces, 2 silver pieces. They're 2 silver pieces. They're super cheap. They're just quick little meals here. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. I think we're good here. You have a good day, and we'll see you around. Let us know if there's any work problems you hear of. You know.
No, I'm okay. Hey, wait a minute. You guys are the You guys are those people.
No, we're not.
I'm not a person.
Oh, hun, you are. You are definitely a person.
No, yeah, you're all those people. You helped me get my stuff down here. Appreciate
Yes.
that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh yeah, we did do that. Yeah.
Day's work.
Came in there with Sildar. You haven't happened to seen him around lately today, have you?
No, not today.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Yeah.
Everything you had was all in order. You weren't missing anything in particular.
Nah, it's all good.
Great. Well,
Damn shame about
just-
Gundren, though, huh?
yeah. I mean, it's been taken off. I'm hoping that Sildar can, get a read on where he might have been absconded to. I mean, you don't happen to know anything about a Cragmar castle, now, would ya?
Never been to a castle, no.
Never been to a. Oh, well, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I do. This is a bit of a weird question. We're in here buying different things. You got She looks to the left, looks to the right, looks to the left. You maybe got some of them red brands in here buying up some stuff.
Oh, yeah, those guys. I hate those guys.
Yeah, no, those guys are not great.
Yeah, they're shaking down everybody. It's making life hard.
They come in here often?
No, not too often. I think they got everything they need.
They have like a special shipments coming in from somewhere else. Is that what you mean?
I don't know about any shipments. They just seem to be well taken care of.
Well taken care of.
Yeah.
Well, alrighty then. That's all I needed. Thank you for answering my very specific and, if not mysterious, questions. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Good Spanish, Puff. I'll make sure to tell all my friends. And she looks at everybody. Good Spanish, Puff. She's gonna walk outside.
That's good.
Right.
Thanks, friend.
Just gonna walk out of the door. He's just done with this whole thing.
Hey, you guys take care now. Say hi to Nunjo and Tharn for me if you see them.
Will do.
Wait, who?
Mm,
Are you asking him that?
Yes. Regrettably, I am.
What? Nundro and Tharden. Gunner's brothers. You know, there's 3 of them, right? 3 of them rock seekers.
Yeah, Napith, you got a better memory than I do you? Do you recall these names by chance?
No. We were just meeting with Gundren and Sildar. These brothers, are they in town? Expected to be in town?
Yeah, they're camping outside town somewhere. I haven't seen them in a little bit.
North side or south side?
Yeah, somewhere up north.
Oh, hey. Can I get a spelling on those brothers' names? quickly?
Yeah, Nundro, Nundro,
Okay.
and Tharden, Tharden.
What there was Gundren. Well, I mean, are they asking around about Gundren too? Do they know he's missing?
Don't think so. Haven't seen him in about a
Oh.
week or so. I'm sure they'll come back any day.
Okay. Well, If we see him, I guess we'll break the bad news.
Yeah.
Thank you for the heads up. Appreciate it there.
And I'm assuming that this is Barthen.
This is
Who we're talking
Elmar.
to.
Elmar
Elmar?
Barthen. Yeah. ELMAR.
Okay. Well, thank you, Mr. Barthen. Appreciate. Is there anything else we should be keeping a lookout on the road for? You think? I mean, we took care of the goblins. There might be some stragglers.
Wolves.
Wolves.
Well,
Yeah. There's probably wolves out there.
have you ever seen any wolves out there?
No.
Okay. Thought so.
But they might be out there.
Could be.
Anything could be out there, really. Probably bears.
Probably.
Probably. Yep.
Definitely not lions, though, or tigers. So, that's something.
Yeah, very fortunate about that. I'm going outside this door now and ending this conversation. Goodbye.
Try, you ever seen a tiger?
I mean, we've got ligers out by us, but I don't know if I've ever seen a real tiger.
Oh my! What the heck is a liger?
Napith is also going to be like stepping out with trash.
A liger is basically a tiger, but it's got a big mane. And
I'm walking out right behind them.
Okay.
All
And
right.
we're out.
Ah, that went down.
All right. There's a lot of NPCs, and I gotta get creative on some voices here in order to remember
No, I
who's
think
who.
that was perfect.
So, yeah,
I am so proud of you.
yeah, Barthen.
I love it so much.
I'm not gonna lie. The only reason why I equated that is because like Barthen rhymes with like Warburton. And that's the only reason why that came to mind. And I was like, okay, this is his voice now.
I love
It worked.
I wasn't sure at first. I'm like, is that what he's doing? And then I was like,
Oh no. Well, and again, this is probably just because I'm with him all the time. But yeah, that is, I knew immediately. Immediately.
Because I just did my putty
Very good.
impersonation not that long
Yeah.
ago when we
Yeah.
finished Seinfeld. So you guys are going. Where are you guys going? I don't know where you guys are going.
the goblin camp?
Cragmar Cave.
You guys are
We're all
going
set
back up
here.
to.
Let's head on back to the cave.
Okay.
Mhm.
Up those old quests, Don't want him sitting in the log.
The side quest to the side quest.
Yeah. Right. Give me a second here, because we're going to do. Okay. No. I've just got to do it this way. You're gone. You're gone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Because I'll be honest, this is not something that I was expecting. So I just need to fix these really quick.
Wait, I'm confused. Players doing something a GM wasn't
I
expecting.
know.
Oh,
Is this Dungeons and Dragons?
Could be.
I would like to roll to perceive if this is in fact a TTRPG. I rolled a 2. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Is gone. Is gone. Okay, so we are going to move you back to the hideout. You make it there, no trouble. We're just gonna get you there because this is what it is. It's here. So, what would you like to do?
On the way back, or to the cave, if we don't mind, before we get there,
Mhm.
Neapith would be trying to like have conversations with like the party members, because I mean we're walking, it's a bit of a jaunt, and she would like specifically kind of call out Trige a bit.
Hey, Trish, I mean, these Ligas sound fascinating. But I've been wondering, there's something that's been kind of bothering me a little. Well, bothering's not the right word. What made you leave home? Just, you needed to set out and prove that you were an adult?
There are some people in my clan who think that I might be a little weird. I'm not. We obviously we know I am super cool.
Obviously,
But,
it goes without saying.
You know,
Our perception,
there's
you know.
there's some people who thought I was weird, or because I'm the only cleric in my clan.
Oh,
Person that has an imaginary friend, I'm assuming.
So shut up. He's not imaginary. Sam is totally real.
I want to
Ugh.
believe you, but I don't see it. I literally just don't see it.
I'm sorry that you don't have a friend as good as Sam. But that's
You only get in the way.
fine. So yeah. So
no, I think that's
basically, yeah.
basically you're the cleric. They think you're a little weird.
Yeah. And so I told my dad that I'm an adult now. And he said, yeah, I guess. And said, well, if you're such an adult, then maybe you should go out in the world and like loosen up a little bit. So, yeah. So, I mean, I guess it was a little bit of me, but a lot of bit of my dad.
Did he kick you out of your own home?
It wasn't that he didn't kick me out. He just said that maybe I need to go out into the real world and loosen up a little bit.
Alone.
Maybe time of coming of age, kind of a. Well, you're already an adult, but just for you to go out and kind of experience the world, right?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I'm the only one who's ever had to do that in my clan. But,
Oh no.
you know, I mean, but that's fine because I'm fine with it. You guys are way cooler than anybody in my clan.
Well, I mean,
Except Kane. Kane's a lot like a lot of people in my clan.
I mean, like practical and just.
No, kind of a dick.
Well, I mean, when you spew off your random poetry and literally just give people migraines, yeah, I could see why they.
There's a guy that literally appeared and disappeared through a black hole.
I didn't say the people around me weren't weird.
I'm just saying my poetry kicked people's ass and also saved somebody's life. So
that is true.
You can say what you want to say about it, but it's pretty dope.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm glad that you're here, Trish. I've enjoyed getting to spend some time with you. And I, for one, find your poetry to be moving. And truly remarkable. I mean, I think you got a special gift there, and if you nurture it just enough, I think you can probably come a long way with that. I'm I know a little bit about maybe not feeling about feeling weird when it comes to family stuff. I get that. I was a bit of a black sheep in my family myself. But you know, you do your best and you go out in the world and you live a little bit and they'll come around.
I mean, I'm better off without him anyway.
Yeah. Maybe.
No, definitely.
I will take your word for it, Trish. What about Kane Wanren? I mean, Kane's got a mysterious past full of people that just kind of bark into existence like right behind you and say a bunch of threatening stuff.
It's not a normal occurrence,
Uh,
but apparently it's a thing that happens to me.
I suppose. How'd you find yourself here, Kane?
Oh, I just go wherever. Simple as that.
I mean, you just. I'm sorry, Kane. Your pitch to me right now is that I'm supposed to buy. That you just go around doing whatever, and that's how you end up with crazy men screaming your name, clawing at the earth, getting ripped back through some kind of strange magic door. I'm just supposed to believe that that's how that happens.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'm not going to ask, I'm just supposed to not ask any follow-up questions.
I mean, you could ask, but I don't have any answers that you're gonna like.
Your jaded and harsh exterior doesn't, hold within it secrets of a life led before, where maybe perhaps you were betrayed by those that you love.
I mean, no.
I'm just spitballing here. Spend a lot of time in bars. You meet certain kinds of folk. You start to notice patterns.
Yeah, I didn't say it like, squeaking cleanly, but up until now, it was nothing out of the ordinary, depending on the lines of the life you live.
Okay, well, I'm asking, what kind of life did you live? I mean, you're an adventurer. I'm assuming you adventured, but we all seem about the same starting point with this business. So I'm just wondering what you did before.
I did this, and then I stopped, and now I'm doing it again
Why'd you stop?
because I got bored of it.
You got bored of it.
Happens when you stop and you get bored. You get really, really rusty.
I'm sorry. You got bored of adventure.
Yeah.
See what I mean? Those
Does that.
words. That's interesting.
Like, how? Like, did you see everything?
No. Just eventually, it's just all the same thing. Maybe different scenery, different faces now and then, but it really just ends up being the same thing. So you just do it until you don't want to do it anymore. And then when you're out of money, you do it again until you don't have to do it again.
I mean, I suppose you don't have like family or something. Some of the no passion projects that called you. I feel like most people, when they get bored of their work, they retire, start building birdhouses and stuff.
Nope. I don't like staying in one spot for too long. It's kind of like, it's too much effort. It's just easier to kind of just go all around. You'll learn some things now and then, experience things now and then, and you'll learn everything's the same no matter where you go. So might as well just keep going on.
I feel like there's a contradiction there, but I'm not going to press on it because it just doesn't feel like it's the right time.
Yeah, probably not. Again, they just had someone randomly appear out of nowhere. So, still processing all that.
Yeah.
And
having people show up from your past is a It's a stressful experience, certainly. I know I've had my fair share. Most of the time, they just need 20 gold and then they'll hop off. But sometimes, ooh.
Since you seem to have so many questions, what about you? Why are you doing this? What drives you to be an adventurer and put your life in danger?
Oh, well, I've got to make money for my son.
There's other ways to make money. Safer ways.
Yeah. Sure,
Ways that
but
won't get you killed.
yeah, but adventuring's pretty lucrative. Keeps you on your toes. I've got, some unique skill sets, and she gestures to just her size in general. My
That's
my natural talents lie in fighting. So, decided to take this up and give it a go. I hope one day to be able to not have to be on the road so much. Maybe more of an office job. You know what I mean? Be the kind of like that town master, right? He's got the quests. He hands them out and goes and does the thing. Maybe one day, but in the meantime, it's this is what we do.
Do
What
you
about your
miss
kid?
him?
Sorry, what was that, Trish?
Do you miss him?
I do. It's hard. It's hard. I haven't seen him in a while, and gosh, he's just little. I think he's what, 7 now, somewhere around there.
Why don't you want to go spend time with him instead of doing this? I mean, like, that's like years you're just not going to get back, right?
I'm well aware of that, Kane. Thank you for judging a mother on her choices of raising a
Oh, you're
kid
welcome.
directly to her face. No,
No problem.
his father is taking care of him, has him raising him. And, there was a point in my life where, well, I wasn't. I mean, I'll just be honest. I wasn't a great parent. Wasn't really around. So this makes more sense. Of course, I miss him, but in order for him to have the good life that I want him to have, I need to be able to show that I can be responsible for it. I'm not better off without my family, but they might be a little bit better off without me for the time being.
I don't believe that.
Oh, well, thank you, Josh. I appreciate it.
You're a nice lady.
Oh, well, thank you. I don't know if I'm a lady, but we certainly try. Wanren, I know you're setting out to be the greatest thief in the world. Anybody you eager to get home to prove that you did it?
No, there's no one. Not really much time for family in my life.
What about your guild? Aren't they family?
No, more so business partners. Whenever there's work, if any of us working together, they watch my back, I watch theirs. Once it's done, we go our separate ways until the next job.
Sounds like family to me.
They keep me alive, I keep them alive. We don't speak of it anymore. Yeah. There's just never really grew up with a family, so I just don't make time for that.
It does require time. Got a bunch of siblings I don't keep in touch with hardly anymore. Well, not since the funeral, but family comes and goes. And
Or
who
they
knows?
leave you.
I mean, I suppose possible. But I mean, what are you gonna do? It's family, right?
Yeah, you learn to live with it, learn to fend for yourself, and hey, you're free to do whatever you want. I go wherever I travel. I get so much excitement out of everything I do.
Mhm.
That keeps me going.
Well, tell you what, if we ever find ourselves around, well, either my hometown or where my found family's at, or where my ex and my son are, you're all welcome to join in on my messy little family. It's all spread out and it's kind of weird, but you're welcome. But I swear to God, Keen, if you insult any of them, I will have to deck you for family honor. So just a heads up. All right. You can be spicy with strangers, but if you're spicy with my people, it's gonna get weird.
I don't need to meet your people. No
If-
offense.
If that happens, though, I want to be there to see it.
This is just a really long job that we seem to be on. When it's done, probably will not see you guys ever again.
Oh, don't sound so excited about it there. Okay. You're likely to hurt my feelings. Unlike how you hurt my feelings before when you chastised me about missing out on my son's childhood. I definitely didn't feel a deep sense of guilt and frustration about that. Or when you hurt Trij's feelings about, being kicked out of his house, or, not like anybody's keeping track.
Hey guys, you want to hear some music?
Yes.
And Traj whips out his bagpipes.
And now we know why he got kicked out.
Oh, is that the cave in the distance I see there?
Yeah, we don't want to alert them of our presence in case
There might still be some goblins left over from the war.
Yeah, and they're gonna be really pissed. So
Okay, but guys, at some point, I'm actually really, really, really good at this.
yeah, you are. If everything else you've done is any indication of that, I truly believe you are probably the best. But there's a time and place for everything, and this is not. That
I
time
mean,
and place.
I figured we were just walking today. Like that would be a fun time. But since we're here, I guess I'll put him away again.
Yeah,
Hey.
just like
Hey.
really deep down in that bag.
I'll make a deal with you. If we survive this thing with the red brands, I will sit down and listen to a medley.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll heal your soul.
Oh, I do like the sound of that. Sounds like one of those deep tissue massages, really gets in there.
Out of character, it won't really. I'm just good at bagpipes.
In character, Niavith does not care. She will listen to you play.
Oh, goodness.
Me hoping the red brands just go for my neck.
Or at least the eardrums.
So Kane, you keep talking about this room that we missed. So why don't you take us to this room that we missed?
I mean, you guys walked by it, but you saw it before.
I didn't see anything. I walked out.
When you first walked in
Let's
there?
just we can just scope in. Trij, I'm pretty sure I remember how to get there. It's up and to the right. We kind of did some lefts and some cutbacks and whatnot. But I'm pretty sure we can check this out. But in the off chance that something's moved in here since we've been gone, we should still be cautious, right? I mean, I'm feeling a little bit tougher than the last time we came through, but let's be safe, huh?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
maybe you can go in first and insult them to death. We can try that.
Hey, speaking of which, what's your marching order?
Depending on Kane's answers, where
Yeah,
Yapith is
that's-
gonna go.
I'll take lead.
Okay.
Wanman, you wanna check our backs? You got that big fancy bow now, so you can probably.
Yeah, I'll hang back.
And I'll just I'll be right behind you, Kane.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Kane, Yapith, Trige, Wanrin. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Everybody give yourself a nice little bit of give yourself an inspiration for that lovely getting to know you session.
And
Oh my
for
God.
inspiration, I just click.
There's like a little button at the top that says inspiration, and you can like click on that, and I think a little sunshine will pop up on it.
Ooh, okay.
Mhm. This is correct.
Can I have two? Can I just start stacking them up?
I think you technically still have that one from before.
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna be real nice and say that, like, yeah, you guys did all right on that whole little thing altogether, but you still, the promise is a promise, and so you got two little things, but they're not gonna last forever, so maybe use them at some point. I'm not saying let them.
I was waiting for end game. Okay, and I'm just gonna use them all in one go.
like, oh, well, yes.
And what in this situation does inspiration get us?
So you
It's
could,
advantage on a roll, right?
yeah. So you give advantage on attack roll, saving throw, or ability check.
Great.
Okay, and that's only once?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
So once at your discretion.
Perfect.
And I will say there might come a point in time when like certain character things happen that I might have to sadly say pull them away, but I'm also not going to like say reset it with a rest or anything like that. That sticks with you for a while. So
Okay.
yeah, you're not going to lose out on it, so don't feel like you gotta, but like just think about when you might want to use it cuz they're very useful.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be on my next night one. 100%. It could be 2 episodes from now. It could be like 30 seconds into this cave.
We're just a hairpin trigger on that advantage.
Yeah. Okay. So Kane, are you just leading everybody to that last area?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Whoops. Let me get everybody. We're gonna go up here. This is really weird. Oh, I'm dragging everybody again. Okay. So I'll have you be... I'm gonna bring everybody here because I think if I drag everybody this way, y'all can see everything, but you guys are going... Oops, I'm also taking that line. I don't want that line. We're just going to get rid of that because that's not important right now. I'm going to bring you just right in here. As you're walking through, you can see like signs of scuffles and everything. Things are pretty much exactly as you left it. And as you come and walk into this final little area, you see 2 wolves just kind of hanging out, sleeping. One's like licking itself in a very awkward position. And there's a bugbear sitting on a cot.
Hello, Mr. Oh, what was it? Klarg?
Who's there? Yes, who's there?
Hi.
Who is
We're
there?
just. Right. We are here. There's a shipment here. We're just gonna pick up and get where it needed to go.
What?
Just
A shipment has a shield with a lion's head on it.
Oh, those, yes, over there.
And he points to this pile of stuff that's stacked up over here.
Oh, would you look at that? Look at all that stuff that's just stacked up right over there. Awesome. Maybe we'll find
I
it.
have to get all this back.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we probably didn't really think that through, huh? Maybe we can
Oh,
find
no,
a cot of some kind. Flag down the next crew through here.
Maybe.
Hey, Mr. Klarg, you seem sad. Are you okay?
Or he instigated a war in his own faction that got him
Shh.
murdered.
We don't know anything about that.
You,
Can't wait to read that history book.
you know, I don't. Just take what you need and leave.
You know what? I think we will. Are the wolves going to behave though?
Do they look like they're going to behave?
I mean, the one looks pretty twisted up like a pretzel a little bit. And I mean, I think that's fine for him.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, we can just you don't happen to have a cot or something, like a hand cot tucked away somewhere, Mr. Clark. This, I gotta be honest, this is the strangest exchange I've had all week.
Really? This is the stream?
Yeah.
Not the before comment? Never mind. I'll wait on that.
Please, just take what you need and go.
And he kind of sits around, turns around on the bed, and faces the wall.
All right. You heard the man.
Yeah. All right.
I gotta ask though, what's your plans after this? Are you just gonna stay in this cave for the rest of your life?
He's not responding. He's just kind of...
Nyapith is she's looking at Klarg, her brows kind of furrowed a little bit, I know that there's information that, and Nyapith knows that there's information that Klarg probably has about Gundren and other things, so she doesn't want to push it too much, but she will kind of take a gander around to try and find a cart or something, and try to give Klarg that space just for a beat to see, she's kind of watching out of the corner of her eye, trying to figure out okay, this is a person that's upset. Are they upset to the point that they're just not going to engage at all, or you know how you can just tell. I would like to roll for a I can just tell check.
I think that's perception.
I mean, I would,
maybe.
I would give it more of an insight, to see what his intentions are.
Okay, come on, baby. That's a 14.
Yeah, 14. He just seems... You're right. Sad. Defeated. Yeah, he's just kind of done.
All right, fellas, let's get in as much of this as we can. Find a vehicle, a cot of some kind, and start to get this loaded. Let's give him just a beat.
And she's going to look at Kane and kind of gesture, to have call him over.
Listen, Kane, I think I know it's not really your specialty, but maybe a kinder, gentler approach with this one. He still somehow survived the goblin grotto throwdown, so I don't think he's to be trifled with, but I get this feeling that
Well,
This is a person who doesn't have much left to lose.
here's the problem, though. What's stopping him from starting this all back up again once we leave?
I don't know, but I feel like if we are slow and gentle with our approach here, catching more bugbear secrets with honey than with something that is not honey.
You're so wise.
Not really, but I can tell when somebody's about to fold on a game, and it seems like he's getting pretty close.
You literally shattered his life. I'm not surprised by it. I mean, I'm not saying what you did was wrong. Like 100%, you did the right thing. But I mean, like, I get where he's coming from. You just literally destroyed everything that he's built,
Hey, Kane.
and then you didn't even have at least the courtesy to just take him out with it. At least give him like an honorable death or something. Now he's just a poor defeated bugbear with 2 wolves, and still an issue that we had to deal with at some point because we can't leave him here, because if he does get the slight bit of ambition to start it all back up again, that will be on us.
Kane,
So
I'm gonna be really honest with you. Your pessimism is off-putting. So, rather than just list off all the reasons that things are bad and horrible and bad, how about you help me come up with a solution, huh?
I mean,
Maybe one that doesn't resort to just immediately killing him because
I
he happens
never
to know
said
where
kill him.
Gundren probably is.
I didn't say kill him, but we can't leave him here is what I'm saying.
We don't know that because we haven't asked him any questions.
So while they're talking, Trish is ignoring them fully and walking toward Klarg.
Perfect.
And like and
That
like
sounds accurate.
going to gently put his hand on Klarg's shoulder and say, Mr. Klarg, I'm sorry you're sad. Is there anything that you need to make yourself feel better?
He is going to quickly like shove off your hand. Not super aggressively, but definitely like there's the quick don't touch me type of movement to get your arm off. And now he just looks kind of annoyed, and he's just like,
Klarg does not need anything. Klarg just wishes you would take what you need and go.
I mean, we could do that. Or we could help you. We're good at helping people. That's kind of our job.
There is no help for Klarg. Klarg's empire is done.
But you whoever did that must be a real jerk.
sorry, I have no idea why that was so funny, but now I'm laughing because everybody else is laughing.
Klarg's empire is done.
All right,
Very good.
so we know who lost.
Well, there
Uh,
was no winner
GM's
before.
note, all by rolls too. That was completely random.
Amazing.
Oh wow.
I rolled for everybody that night, and yeah, he was not doing good.
Oh no.
You guys would have had a real easy fight if you went instead.
The barbarians from the north came in and swept the lands, and Klarg's empire lost the recipe for concrete, and it was all downhill from there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he is just kind of He's over it.
Well, it sounds like the people who did that to you are some real jerks, but you know, what if you did stuff that didn't involve hurting other people?
There's no response.
We're pretty good at helping. I think I said that already. But also everybody needs help sometimes. So do you think you could help us maybe a little bit if we help you?
Klarg already said you could take anything and go. Please just take anything and go. Klarg would
Well-
not have come back here if he knew this would happen.
Well, we have a friend that might be missing, and we think maybe you know where he could be.
The human, he is gone with the rest.
Gone where?
Klarg does not know.
Zeldar's the human.
Oh. Do you know? Sorry, what was the name of the castle?
Cragmore Castle. Cragmore.
Do you know where Cragmar Castle is?
Of course Klarg know where Castle is.
'Cause we heard that another one of our friends might be at the castle.
Could be. Not wise to go there, though.
Why not?
Because you will surely be defeated.
Just like you.
Don't be a dick. Don't worry about him. He's a dick to everybody. You and me, we're great.
Klarg was not defeated. Klarg was betrayed.
Oh no.
That
Why-
sounds
Oh, no.
terrible.
Poor leadership. That's all I'm saying.
Yapith is going to stomp on Kane's foot. Her full 250 pounds right on his foot.
I'm gonna use my inspiration and Dex to dodge.
Do you wanna... I mean, here's how I'll do that. If you want to make an attack roll.
I don't
contest-
need it to be. He can try and dodge, but like that's 110%. Like I'm intending to inflict pain, not damage.
I mean, pain from you will probably be damage to
I
death.
feel, yeah, I feel that's like a little bit of
He's gonna lose that foot.
yeah. If you're
I'm gonna peg
coming
leg.
down
Okay.
with the full force of a
I mean,
dragonborn,
here we go. Unarmed strike. Here we go. That's a 19 plus 6.
Oh Jesus!
I think that's probably gonna hit you, Kane. But Kane, I will say, like, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Sure, let's do this. That is a 19 plus 4.
Ooh.
So So I feel
we
like she grazes you a little bit if you got
Okay.
a different idea, but
I'm fine with like, because it would only be 5 damage from like a successful armored strike, and so
Mhm.
like in my mind it's like, again, not intending to damage him, but is trying to like knock it
Wow.
off. Like, so if a graze, like she
My
catches
foot
like
is
your pinky
broken?
toe or something.
yeah, like that
Oh my
you
god,
don't.
I'd rather get the whole foot gone.
Yeah, you don't have a. Yeah, you get like
there.
you get the message, Kane, but like you manage to get out of the way in time before there is like you walk away or limp away with a broken foot.
Good times.
So while Trijh is talking to Klarg,
Hmm.
I am imagining that the other players are taking that opportunity to like get as
Yeah,
much
but it's-
stuff as
yeah.
they can.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like if we
Uh.
can, GM's discretion, because I like didn't really think about this. Like I didn't think about it being like crates and
Thought
barrels
about it,
and all
I
this
just
stuff.
straight forgot.
Uh,
I remember I was
can-
like, we got to make sure we get a cart or something on our way there. And
I didn't want to meta it, but I was sitting there waiting for like they're just walking there, aren't they?
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, we gotta make sure we got like a wagon and all this other crap. And,
even if like if we can't find a way out, like the idea would be at least the cavern is clear so they can come retrieve the goods,
Mhm.
right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm fine with either, but Neapeth would be trying to like secure the goods in one way, even if it's just moving them to the mouth of the cave instead of where they're at or what have you.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, there's still that statue in there, right?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
You did not see any glass statues as you went in or out, in like anywhere, outside, inside.
There was none outside,
Nope.
inside.
Nope.
But I saw one inside before.
Yep.
I'm gonna look around while they're dealing with the boxes.
I like look around like the whole.
They're like, no,
Cave?
this room.
Or
It's
just
like
this
the only
room?
one we haven't. Yeah, just the.
I mean, yeah, are you specifically looking for that, that thing, or are you just looking around the room in general?
That thing is priority number 1, but like anything that kind of seems like out of place for like, you know, like a bugbear cave kind of thing.
I mean, yeah, perception.
That is a 19.
So this room, like the other rooms, there was a sign of a struggle. It looks like, you know, there might have been some scuffles. Some of the stuff that was around there and around in the back. I've got to go back to this page where he is like around here. Like, can't really do it with the map, but there's stuff like scattered around. Like things were thrown maybe and stuff was around, but yeah, nothing is like off. Otherwise it's a regular cave and it looks very similar to how you peeked into it before. All of the bodies that you had like encountered, like there are dead bodies littered throughout. They're all still kind of where you left them. But yeah, nothing's odd or out of the ordinary or anything. And no glass statue.
Okay.
Everybody, give me a D20 roll. Just straight up D20.
Got a 9.
I got a 10.
That is also a 9.
Hell yeah.
Twinsies.
We don't need to talk about this.
Oh no.
It was a
What you
3.
got?
Yeah. So I was leaving it up to the dice, and the dice sometimes tell the story. So you guys figured that you might be able to carry some things back with you, but you definitely aren't going to be able to take everything back without a full like carriage, cart, something to bring it all back with you.
But can we at least take it to like the mouth of the cave and hey, we found your stuff. Just take a cart there and grab it.
I mean, you
Uh,
guys can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But we just can't carry
Niaphis-
it all back.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could feasibly like depending on your like carrying abilities and stuff like obviously not going too overboard here, but you can carry maybe a couple boxes or things. You might be able to shove a couple of the small items in your packs, but like some of these big boxes and stuff, you wouldn't be able to reasonably
Yeah.
drag it all back.
Right.
Linian? I can't remember the name exactly, but she
Mhm.
mentioned that the shipping manifest would be with the cargo. I think Nyapith would try to look at that and then determine like what are the most lucrative items for the shop to try and like get them together. You know what I mean? Like triage the stuff like, you know, in this box is this fancy thing and prioritize like something like that to say, hey, like here's the evidence that we found the shipment. The rest is there, blah blah blah. But as we kind of like are moving back and forth and like get to a point where we're ready to go, Yapith would approach Trige and the bugbear and just quietly, how's it going, Trige? We able to have a conversation there with Klarg about next steps?
I mean, he's still sad. I don't think I can make him not sad.
I mean, that's fair.
Hey, but Clark, just real quick though. So I know you said we shouldn't go to Cragmar Castle, but if we wanted to go to the castle, how would we get there?
If you want to go die, Klarg will tell you. It is northeast of here.
Does it look like a castle? Or is it hidden?
It is castle.
Okay.
Might be hard because of woods, but easy to tell. It is castle.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, Klarg, hey, this is a whole situation you find yourself in here. Being betrayed and all that. But you know, I don't know why I feel so inclined in this direction, but my guess is you got a boss or something that's going to come down hard on you for this failure.
King Groll is not forgiving.
Right. But here's the situation. We could use some help with some information and whatnot, and it seems like you could need some help with your situation. So how about we make a bit of a trade of some kind? You know, we scratch your back, you scratch ours.
Klarg needs no help. Take what you need and go. Ask what you need and go. Klarg will
well,
be gone by morning.
I mean, all right. Fair deal.
Gone where?
That is for Klarg to know.
Is it a safe place though? I don't want you to get hurt.
He's not gonna answer.
Right. So the little dwarf got taken to Cragmark Castle. You say King Groll lives there? I'm unfamiliar with King Groll. Can you maybe tell me about his ferocity and I don't know, what is it? Prowess in battle? I'm assuming he has a lot of it.
Mighty King Groll.
There it is.
Yes.
Very, very mighty. How many helpers does mighty King Groll have these days?
His army is many.
Right, and I'm guessing that's why you're saying that to go there is certain death.
Absolute.
Yeah, when you're talking army, you're talking like more, like she kind of gestures like goblins or more sophisticated?
Many goblins. Many pets. Some others. It is not for Klarg to know.
Yeah, that's fine. Did the red brands mean anything to you, Klarg?
Klarg does not know of this. Brand red you speak.
Right. And then the final question. Why did King Groll want the little dwarf so bad there?
Klarg not know. Something about a map? Klarg was not told. Just listened.
I understand. You like card games, Klarg? Cards, dice.
Klarg likes when people take their things and leave.
Understood, Klarg. I won't bother you anymore.
And Yapith is gonna kind of grab a couple of the small barrels and get ready at the head of the cave and look at everybody else.
I think that's about does it. We can send a cart back if we make it here, or if we make it back before nightfall, we can send somebody for the rest of it. But this is about what we can do. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Tries one more time when he's saying goodbye to just give Klarg a little pat. Saying, "It's gonna be okay, buddy. You'll get your empire back, I promise."
He twitches you away again and
Okay, bye.
All right, so you guys are taking a bunch of stuff out, or are you taking it just to the door? Like,
I mean, as much as we can, like, reasonably move to the mouth of the cave, because that's still quite the jaunt there, to be carrying like boxes and stuff.
well, I will have, like, you guys kind of went one way, but also as a reminder, oops.
There's like the
I'm
bridge or
also
whatever.
on the wrong thing. I'm gonna go to my GM one because I was on that one. Because I can see it on this one. There is a little bit of like a thing here. It's hard to see, but I imagine you guys can fit maybe some stuff back and forth. Yeah, just like through
Gotcha.
here. You're kind of on either side of the wall there, and I know it's probably split view for you guys, but there's like a little opening there that you guys can maybe move some stuff in and out. Maybe not some of like the big boxes, but a lot of the little stuff you can kind of make like a line and kind of just shift it all through. And actually, like, this room is right by the mouth, so I imagine you can leave a bunch of stuff just right here.
Awesome. Yeah, Nyapith would just be moving stuff like through the bulk of the conversation and trying to be as quick as she could to move. As much as it's reasonable.
Yeah.
Over keeping an idea that they didn't want to travel back kind of too late in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's going to take a long time, maybe suggest like camping away from Klarg to give him some space. But depending on how long it took.
I would say that you guys are getting a little bit later in the day. You'd be able to make it back to town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, again, Napith would just try to like have like a barrel or crate of some kind that she could carry, maybe like a smaller one with some of the goods in it to show like sign of good faith. Yes, we've recovered it. It's safe. The cave is cleared. So when we get back, we can kind of communicate that.
Sure.
All right, fellas, we want to start hoofing it back.
Yeah, we can make our way back. Klarg seems to not want us around. We did get some useful information. Thank you, Klarg, for everything.
Best of luck to you, Klarg. All right, let's get moving. If we hurry back, we can probably hit Barthen's before he closes. That spinach puff was actually very good.
So I'm actually going to give you a different look here. Because I don't think you've been shown this part. So I need to just do one thing with that layer to show you that. And otherwise, you should have been moved now to the big map. Big map here shows you the Tribor Trail. The high road there, you guys originally came like from Neverwinter. You guys came from the high road down there and then took a little detour on that Tribor Trail there and then went down south to Phandelver right there. I've kept some of like the more sort of well-known larger locations, so like a couple mountains, Neverwinter Wood, the forests, all that kind of stuff. You'll see some of those things, but once again, there's a lot of little things in here that you'll discover along the way. But yeah, if you're then just making your way back, we'll bring you back over down here, and zippity zoop, you're back to Phandelver. It is, by this time, I would say, getting close to twilight. The sun's starting to go down a little bit.
Yampeth's gonna kind of like do the thing where she switches the barrel over to her other arm for like the bajillionth time since they've been walking in.
I'm gonna make it real quick down to the lion shield. Talk to Lenine, let her know about the goods, and try to help make arrangements for her tomorrow to get some folks out there to help her retrieve it. Kane, I don't know if you want to look for that sister. See if maybe she's made another appearance.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. Trish, Wanren, what are you up to?
Sorry, I was muted. I might go back to the inn and check in on Vorp. See how he's doing today.
All right, that sounds good. And Wanren, you feeling like picking a fight with a gang tonight? So you're gonna kind of take it easy.
Although a fight does sound nice right now, I'll help you carry the barrel to Lion
Alright.
Shield.
Awesome. I appreciate that one. All right. Kane, you all right by yourself?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll meet back at the inn and prepare ourselves for a good night's rest.
Okay, splitting the party. Tries, you said you were just going to the inn, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much going on. He's doing some sloppy work. Forp's doing okay. Everybody's just doing their chores and stuff like that. You're able to kind of maybe go back up to your room, do something there or whatever, but everything seems to be all normal at the inn. Wanren, what were you up to?
He's with me.
He's with you? Okay. Kane, you were going to stop by Sister Gariel's, correct? Okay. So let's go to the Lion Shield first.
On the way over, Neapeth would kind of look at Wanren.
Well, Wanren, I'm gonna be really, really straight with you. This was not the adventuring that I thought that we were signing up for. How you feeling?
It is a bit weirder than I thought it was going to be, but it's still exciting. Like the people that we've met so far, like Trash is growing on me. Kane's a little bit annoying, but I feel like his heart's in the right place.
Yeah, I get the same sense. I just don't understand why he's...
He just does a good job of hiding it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's gonna get us in a lot of trouble, I'm afraid. You know, I don't have to tell you this, but well, maybe I do. Like, I'm not a stranger to having weird stuff from your past popping up. Every once in a while. I mean, I gotta be honest with you, Wanren. I used to owe a lot of people a lot of money, and I'm not sure. I really can't be sure who I've swindled, cheated, embarrassed in public anymore. So, you know, I try to keep a low profile, and I get a little antsy when Kane's just so eager to pick a fight, you know? Because let's be honest, he's probably not the one that's going to get decked. It's going to be me. So,
No, I understand. Like I normally do things in the shadows. This is what I rarely like out in the open like this, especially with the whole incident last night. And I feel like now that the whole town is like looking my way.
yeah, I was going to ask. I mean, what came over you? I mean, I know you're capable, but that seems pretty reckless, Wanren. Was there something you're looking for something to steal? Just just feeling good? Like, what's the deal with that?
No, it was more so like I knew something was up, but I didn't know exactly what it was. But I didn't after a couple of drinks, I did not handle that the best way I could.
Listen, I'm not here to you're your own person. I'm not gonna lecture or nothing. Just next time you feel like going out to a bar, maybe just include a little bit of muscle, huh? Tap me on the shoulder. Let me know where you're going.
I'll I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, I mean, if we're partners and if we're gonna be adventuring together for some time, just want to make sure that you don't go missing. We don't have ourselves a Sildar Gundren situation that they're dealing with. So I'll be honest, I'll probably be the one that gets kidnapped. But
I've been caught once or twice. I've gotten out of it.
yeah, I believe that, Wanren. I believe that. As we kind of, go for it.
Every knot they've tied on me can be untied.
Is there such a thing as an untieable knot? I don't think there is. I reckon you always have a knife.
That too.
And then, yeah, I figure at that point we probably reach the coster and get on inside.
Drop off the goods.
Yeah, Lenines is just kind of cleaning up stuff, just about ready to close up shop, and she sees you guys come in. No, back so soon, huh?
Yeah. Actually, we are. We know it's not the entire shipment, but we come with good news.
Yapeth kind of puts it up on the counter.
We were able to secure the rest of the cave. It looks like there's a big old shipment there. We were able to move it not quite to the entrance, but nearby. It's been cleared out. Nothing but corpses there now. But we figure if we can maybe help get some help from the town or a cart at least, your shipment should be able to be picked up there. Easy enough.
They're all gone. It's all empty now.
Yeah, there was a squatter there, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to be moving on in the morning. The impression that we got was that it wasn't going to be great for them to linger. So.
I'm impressed.
Thank you.
Mm.
We just I understand that things around here have been a little bit challenging with new forces kind of moving into town, and this was a way that we could help. What was that? Is that a local thing? Your face got all real upset there.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're not a fan of the red brands.
They're not welcome here. And they know it.
So you've dealt with them already.
Briefly. And we had ourselves an understanding.
An understanding.
Yeah. They don't come here.
To your store.
Exactly.
More of they leave you alone and you leave them alone.
Pretty much. I suggest you try and do the same. If at all possible, just keep out of their way. Then you'll be fine. You see them on the road, don't pay them any mind. And don't, whatever you do, don't go to the Sleeping Giant. That place is crawling with them.
That would have been nice to know about 18 hours ago.
Lenine, we very much like to stay out of the way. We don't, again, we're adventurers, but we're not suicidal. Do you know what they're here for? Why they are around? I mean, it would be a lot easier to stay out of their way if we knew what they were about.
Why is anybody around here? Probably some new opportunity or money making something. Or they could all just be assholes.
Money making opportunity, something. I mean, are we talking?
Like, what type of money making opportunities here in this small town?
They're right by the mines here. All sorts of active mines, inactive mines. Then you got those wave echo wackos thinking that there's some BS around here. I've seen them all. They come and go and do all sorts of stuff, but these guys are just hanging around. Honestly, more than likely, just because they like being jerks.
Right.
All of that seems likely.
I mean, yeah. We'll do our best. Stay out of their way. There's sorry, Lenine. I know that I'm sure you're getting sick of my face and the questions that I ask, but it's just, you say things and one thing leads to another, and the next thing you know, I'm just curious again. There were a couple of gentlemen staying out north of town, Nundro and Thodden. You don't happen to know them, do ya?
Couldn't tell you.
Seeing them around? We're just a lot of the work we're doing is crisscrossing, and it's hard to keep track of time. But yeah, no, well, if we wanted to learn more about the mines in order to stay away from them and not cause trouble, who's the best person to talk to about something like that? You mentioned some wave echo crazies.
Yeah, I mean, you got the miners' exchange down there. They might know something about all of the specifics about the areas. You got, Townmaster knows the area pretty well, I suppose. He's been around here for a little bit.
We stopped in with him today. He seemed a bit in a hurry and not one to talk too much about, well, really anything with us.
But more specifically, he did not want to talk about that specific group.
Not surprised.
You don't think he's doing a good job in trying to deal with them?
Nobody's trying to deal with them.
So you think he's just rolling over and letting this group do what they want, or do you think they're paying him, or they have some type of leverage on him?
Everybody's got a price. Harbin, though, he's probably just an idiot. Saw an easy way out, took it.
All right.
Well, appreciate your time there, Lenine. Like I said, the rest of the shipment you should be able to retrieve easy enough. We're probably going to be heading out to deal with the orc situation out to Wyvern's Tor. You know about this? You heard about this?
Yeah, I know the place. Didn't know there was orcs there.
Is that unusual?
Not unusual, not usual.
It's odd that there was a like a fire up to deal with this orc problem, but you're like the third person we spoke to today that didn't know there was an orc problem.
It must be new. He puts random to do things up there all the time. I don't pay much attention to it.
Yeah, running a shop will keep you busy. Yeah, I think we'll leave it to you. Leave you to it. I know you got the shop to close up, but we'll probably be around town for a while. If you have any questions, anything that you think could help an adventurer out, we'd love to hear.
Yeah, once I get the rest of my stuff back, why don't you guys come on back and promise is a promise. I'll see what I can do to help.
I appreciate that, Lenny.
Sounds good.
And hey, here. She grabs a tiny little, you hear a little bit of rattling, and she grabs a little bag, tosses it across the counter. She's like, it's just a little advanced thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate that.
Without looking, Nyapith will accept it, kind of like put it into her pouch.
You have a good night, Lenny. Stay safe out there.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
For future reference,
Yeah, she will super duper check once she's outside, but she did not want to seem rude, checking it in front of her.
well, hold that thought, but just so you can mark it down, 25 gold pieces.
Okay.
So yeah, hold that thought really quick because we're gonna jump over to Kane and Sister Gariel's house. Kane, you walk back up to the house, and what happens? I think you're muted. I can't hear you.
Knock on the door.
There you go. Okay, I
I was looking through the windows first. That's it.
There's a couple lights on, so yeah, now there's a couple lights on, and you knock on
They're trying to break in.
knock on the door, and you you come up to you knock on it, and she opens up the door and greets you with a smile. Hello. You have returned.
I mean, we tried returning earlier in the day. You just weren't around. So, you know.
Was attending to my duties at the sanctuary.
Yeah. I mean, we figured that after we talked to the guy at the end, but it's had other stuff to do. So, you know.
Did you not say you had partners or friends with you?
Yeah, we wanted to. They had to go turn in some stuff that we found from a cave, and the child needed a rest a bit, and I didn't want to make them come out here again a second time to an empty door. I mean, it's not like the inn's very far. I can grab them in a minute. If you got the time to talk right now, you know, don't want to interrupt either.
No, please. And she invites you inside. It's a humble home. It's got, decorations and some fixins here and there, but otherwise it's pretty basic. She offers some tea or some kind of refreshment.
No, I'm good for now. I don't need nothing. Yeah, I think that's perfectly right. I don't know if I should just get them. Seems time.
You must be here about what I had asked of you. Or have you come seeking more of a counselor role? Or
No.
perhaps to learn more about Timora?
No. I appreciate it though, but no. I'm good. I'm good on that front. No, yeah, more information. I'll relay it to them some more. I know they're supposed to be here, but apparently a lot happened in the matter of one night of being in town. And not trying to name names or anything, but someone decided to go to the Sleeping Giant and cause some stuff. So now we're kind of on the radar for some people that we probably shouldn't have. And then, might have confronted the town master as well. Which, I mean, like, I'll take credit for part of that too.
Yes.
So, 2 questions. What do you need of us? And part 2, what can you tell me about these red whatevers hanging around this town? Because no one's going to speak freely, and I feel like you would if you had any information.
Well, I do apologize. I know not about the red brands that seem to plague this town. Nothing more than that they exist and they seem to cause trouble for folks. I think they leave me be, knowing that the work that we do is primarily of religion and peace. As for what I ask of you, it's unique. Recently, my superiors asked me to take this delicate mission. Not far from here, well, there is a banshee. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, like spooky, spectral crap, whatever.
Basically. Agatha is her name. I tried to find her, but she did not appear for me. What I'd ask for you is this. And she goes over to a dresser area and she opens the drawer and pulls out a small little box. And she brings it in front of you and clicks it open. It's like a small little jewelry box, but it's a little bit wider and thicker, and she opens it up. And inside you see a very delicately jeweled silver comb. She does not appear for me. What I ask of you, and your friends, if you wish to bring them, is to act as a intermediary. Bring Agatha this gift and find out what she knows about the location of Bowgentle's spellbook. I have tried in different ways to speak with Agatha, but maybe it just takes one a little more delicate to flatter Agatha a bit.
Then you clearly are talking to the wrong person. But I know a dragonborn that loves talking. So maybe they can do it. And I'll just be there for support, I guess.
I believe that arrangement could work. The trail is not safe. It is why I haven't dared to try again in some time. But it is as simple as that. All I ask is for information. If she has any idea of the location of Bowgentle's spellbook, and that is Bowgentle. It's spelled how it sounds.
What's so important about this book? Like what? Like I don't. Not saying that I don't trust you, but I don't trust you. So I'm kind of a bit skeptical to be handing over a spell book guarded by a banshee. It seems like that's something kind of powerful. So, what is it? Before I just willy nilly hand over information.
I'm afraid I must decline those answers at this time. Only because my superiors have asked me to keep a more sensitive tongue on such information. I do wish I could share with you any of that, but I'm afraid that must remain with me for now.
Well, how about we do this? How about you let them know that I'm helping you guys, and that in return, I want information before I hand over what I will learn. Because if I don't get any more information than what I have now, I am not guaranteeing that I'm going to willingly hand this over and potentially do harm because I thought I was being helpful. So just keep that in mind with this whole thing.
I do remind you that we as the Harpers are not a fan of power and its abuse.
I understand it, and that's why I'm still here. But
so you understand our intentions, though I can't be specific, I can guarantee you they are pure, and we do mean well.
Everyone always means well, doesn't mean it always goes right. I gotta speak to them, but I'm willing to help for the sake of doing something good. But they need something in return. They got their own plans and goals, and I gotta be able to entice them with you're doing, because you're doing good isn't very enticing to them per se.
Oh, you will be rewarded as well. There is payment I can offer.
Also, just make sure that when this is all done, if it goes well, that your organization understands who we are, because some people in this group are trying to become somebody, which I won't ever understand. I mean, they just haven't learned, but I know getting your name associated with large organizations, especially ones like you guys, could probably help them go a long way, and probably help you guys if this goes right too, because then you know someone that you can trust. And that doesn't even cost you anything.
I will keep that in mind.
All right. What makes this bird so dangerous, by the way?
It is... Not terribly far, but far enough outside of town. The trail can be filled with dangerous animals, creatures, people.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, sure. So why not? I mean, I'll do what I can, but there's no guarantee that they'll speak to any one of us or give us the information that you're wanting. But why not?
All I ask is that you flatter Agatha and approach with kindness. And I'm sure she will be able to help me and maybe help you as well.
That's asking a lot. It's asking a whole lot. Almost a near impossible task, really, at this point. But, yeah.
I am sure that you and your party will be just fine. But it also doesn't hurt to have a little bit of luck, huh? She gives you a wink.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, if there's nothing else, I'll leave you be for the rest of your night.
You know, it's strange as you say that, Kane. There was something else. As you were finishing up this conversation, you hear a large kind of crash. It's kind of muffled because you're inside, but there's some kind of commotion happening outside. So let's rewind. See what I did there?
Oh.
Let's rewind a couple minutes as Yapith and Wanrin exits the Lion Shield Coster,
Oh,
and you're checking up on the coins really quick, putting
That
them.
looks like 25. I think we should split 5 waves, give Boap 5 of it, and give him a little nest egg. So he can start showing, financial independence.
that sounds good.
I'm pretty sure Trige will spend all his money on that goofy little guy if we don't kind of step in.
Yeah, I remember my first check.
Yeah.
Well, well, well. Look at what we got here. Somebody is still in town. And as you look up, you've got 4 kind of rough looking dudes. Just for fun, Wanrin, give me a quick history check. I just want to do this check.
history
There
check.
hasn't been enough rolls this session, so I want to do one more.
Yeah, we could just stop on those rolls for now.
Wow, yeah, okay.
Is that a inspiration you could use right now?
Don't waste it. Don't
Okay.
waste it. You can't tell. You can probably gather, but you can't tell whether or not these guys were from the sleeping giant or not. But they certainly recognize you, and they're definitely tossing around some weapons and doing some stretches. And one of them kind of takes off his coat, throws it off to the ground, says, "Seems like we gotta make them know that they're not quite welcome here anymore."
Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Yapet's gonna turn around and run away. Like not even like, and as she does, she's gonna grab like Wanren's arm and like wrench him. Like, we are running.
They're gonna grab onto you. They have like blocked your path. You've got like the Red Rover thing. You had 4 people right there. There's gonna be that quick little clash. That's where we're gonna stop tonight. So next time we meet, we're gonna roll initiative, and they're gonna fight you.
Yeah, I know, bud.
You can run, and you can try and run, but they're gonna.
I wanted that scene of like, cool, great.
Mhm.
Hold that thought.
But
Bail out around the corner.
hey, but what if, guys? Yoink.
Guys.
The last thing that you're gonna see as you run and try and get at this guy that took off his jacket to be all tough, there is just so that there's no question, there is a large red scar on this guy's arm. You might say maybe that he was branded.
Oh, what'd you do? Burn yourself on an iron or something?
Maybe.